Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
You gotta get new glasses.
No, I just have different pair for different stuff.
Did they get stronger?
No.
No?
I just have
Did you always have glasses? Like, do you have an eyeball issue?
yeah,
or
I
is
got
it-
astigmatism.
Okay.
But I got one for driving and one for my computer.
I used to have to use reading glasses.
Oh yeah.
Then I started using red light therapy, and I think that for the first thing I started doing is taking this company Pure Encapsulation has this. It's called macular support. It's like a combination of nutrients that help your eyeballs.
Oh.
I don't know how, but I explained it to Huberman, and he read it off to me, and he's like, "This makes sense." But then the big one was red light. I started using red light therapy. I don't need glasses anymore.
What?
Yeah, my eyes aren't perfect. Like in low light, they're not so good. Like in a dark restaurant, I have to use like the flashlight on my thing to read a menu, but I don't need glasses anymore.
Oh, so I've been wondering that. Is it that I'm getting older, or are they just using darker light in the restaurants?
They definitely use dark light in restaurants. I mean, young people can still read it. Like I've gone to restaurants with my kids, and they can read in the dark. I'm like, you can read that? I can't read it, but like small print. Like on my phone, like reading an email, I didn't used to be able to read it, and now I can read it perfectly.
Oh, see now I'm in that age now where I got to start switching
Glasses.
for different. Yeah. Here we go.
Listen, dude, I'm just happy you're alive.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, man. I've
For
always
people who don't know what we're talking about, you had a heart attack.
yes, I had a heart attack 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Super Bowl weekend
Yeah.
in Atlanta. Yeah, out of nowhere. Well, was it really out of nowhere? Not really. Like because that's
It's not like you were a marathon runner.
Right, exactly. But I was sitting there, honestly, I was sitting there thinking, because I remember the doctor, because we really are, like, we've set ourselves up. We kind of deal with trauma in a not. I mean, you can argue about whether it's healthy or not, but our first go to is humor.
Right.
And I remember the doctor getting upset with me, like the surgeon, the lady that was about to put a stent. So I'm sitting there, and she was like, "Hey, something very serious just happened to you," because
Yeah.
I was just talking. I was, but it was just how I was just coping. But
Right.
She was not happy about it.
Did you tell her that's how I deal with things?
No, I was already all drugged up and shit. But it was because it was one of them things where I think like they can't put you out completely. Like it's not that kind of anesthesia.
Oh, okay.
But I think they need you to be conscious, kind of, in case something goes wrong.
Right.
But whatever the fuck they put me on, I don't remember any of it.
And you were joking around, and she was upset.
Yeah. What happened was when I got to the hospital, the doctor that first saw me was like, I forget his name, but he was like, "Hey, I'm Doug, and don't worry about anything. I'm gonna be with you the whole time." And then maybe 20 minutes later, they wheeling me in, they drugging me up, and I'm like, "Hey, where the fuck is Doug?" And they're like, "Who's Doug?" I was like, "He promised me that he wasn't gonna leave." And I was just joking. Like,
Right.
I know, like he was just saying that, so I would calm down. Or whatever.
Right.
I don't know why Doug thought he would be bringing me comfort. But I fake made a big deal of the fact that I felt abandoned by Doug, and she didn't think it was funny. Oh. But somebody did, and that's all I needed was the laugh. I'm like, "It's you, bitch. It's not me. You're the problem. You're too serious in here."
Well, why would she need you to be serious if you're getting a stent put in? Would that make it work better?
I mean, to be fair, I think my whole life people have said as serious as a heart attack, and I feel like if you dedicated your life to that, you probably a serious person. I don't know any other heart surgeons, but I bet they all pretty uptight.
Yeah, they have to be. It's life or death with every decision that they make, right?
I guess.
They got to get it in on time, right? Like if they're going to put a stent in you, if they're going to do something, like if you're one of those people like you are that if you didn't address this, you would have died.
Right.
So that's one of those things that's time critical. So I guess with those people, like, hey, stop fucking around. Like in their mind, like I got to save you. I got to figure out what has to be done within a certain amount of time and get you on the road to recovery. Because if I don't, you're dead.
You know what? Something else I remember. and this was just flashes because I only remember like these couple seconds, is she kept yelling at me because I kept moving my hands. So basically, like I'm laid down like this, and they want you to keep your hands right by your side. And I just remember I kept coming to with her being like, hey, keep your hands. She might have said, keep your fucking hands down. I don't know, though. I don't know. I ain't going to make no accusations. But she was clearly upset about it. She was upset. But I'm like, bitch, I'm on the drugs you gave me. I'm not doing it on purpose. Apparently, my default response, because they have to put a stent in, but they go through your groin.
Yikes.
So apparently, like, my default response is to protect my dick.
Right.
Like, I'm waking up, somebody's fucking around down there. Oh. It's like, why don't y'all tie me down if it's that important? Why don't you tie my hands down?
Right.
But maybe they can't. I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. And medical people are real sensitive about criticism. Some of them really like, we save lives. How dare you? And it's like, all right. Some of y'all still assholes, though.
Well, then they don't have the best sense of humor. They can't. Like, that's not the way if you want to be a really good doctor, you can't be also a stand-up comedian.
Well, the nurses have a sense of humor. Right.
Nurses are fun.
They might as well be different species.
Yeah, nurses are fun. Like, nurses come in, they joke around with you, they fuck around. Like, some of them do at least.
Yeah, and
some of them kill
let's be honest. In Atlanta, the nurses were incredibly attractive. Like,
really?
There was hot nurses everywhere.
Damn.
Like, nurses, and it's something about, like, vet techs. Like, working at the ladies working at the vet hospitals.
Yeah.
There's something about going into that field. I don't know what it is.
Vet techs, you mean veterinarians?
Yeah, like veterinarians. Yeah. But not the doctors.
Right.
Just the nurses.
Just the nurses. Well, they're people who love animals, sweet people.
Oh yeah, and money. They love animals and money.
Well, the nurses don't usually love money. If they did, they wouldn't get into that profession. But the veterinarian hospital certainly loves money. The administration.
Speaking of which, I can't decide which pisses me off more is like when I get the bill at the human hospital or because at the vet hospital I feel like they're extorting me.
Ooh.
Like when I got the bill from this hospital, I was like, God damn. But I was in there and they were, because they didn't walk up to me before the surgery and go, what's it going to be?
Right.
But when it's your pet, that's what they do. They go,
right.
We could do this life-saving thing, which is the best thing to do, but it's way more money than you have. Or, you can be a piece of shit pet owner and get the $20 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll try to get you to take out a loan, all that. Just really turn the screws.
That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time you had to do some serious shit for your pet.
Pretty recently. Marshall swallowed a bunch of rocks.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, someone spilled chicken food on the gravel, and he ate all the chicken food and just kept eating and started eating gravel.
Oh, my God.
He's retarded. He's the sweetest boy. He's the sweetest dog that's ever walked the face of the earth, but he is not clever. And so we bring him inside. No one knows anything that happened. And then he starts throwing up, and he's throwing up rocks, like little pebbles. And then he starts getting diarrhea, and he's diarrhea and pebbles. I'm like, oh, no. And then we put two and two together. We figured out what happened. And so then I had to take him to the vet. So I took him to the vet, and he had to stay there overnight. And luckily, they didn't have to do surgery. They pumped it out of it. They somehow or another got the rocks out of his stomach, and they had to keep scanning it to make sure there's no rocks remaining in there. And so he passed all the rocks. He either threw them up or shit them out. And then within a certain amount of time, I think he was there for at least 24 hours. But after a certain amount of time, he started eating, and then they weren't worried about him anymore. That dog fucking eats. All he wants to do is eat. He gets so excited.
Oh, yeah.
All he wants to do, his favorite thing is eat.
I want every morsel of flavor out this dirt.
It's so crazy. He kept eating rocks. I mean, he ate pounds of gravel. It wasn't like a small amount of gravel. It was the amount of gravel that was in my living room on the carpet was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Out of throw up and just diarrhea. It was everywhere. It was a crime scene.
I bet you he won't do that shit again.
Oh, yeah, he will.
He will.
He'll do it tomorrow. Dude, that dog doesn't learn shit. He's the best. Like, he's a sweet dog. I love him so much. Bro. I love him so much. He's just all love. Every time I see him, he's just wagging his tail. I get down on the ground with him. He kisses me. I hug him. I rub his belly. He's the best, but he is not. That used to be a wolf. That's what's so fucked up about human beings. We took something that's the most clever, they communicate with each other. They plan traps on animals. They're so clever. You can't train them. You know that about wolves? You can't train them. That's why you don't see wolves in the fucking circus. You cannot train. You could train a bear. You could train a lion. You could train a tiger. Wolves just go, fuck you. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. But not dogs. Certainly not my dog. Like Marshall, he's the sweetest. Like he was so easy to train.
See, that's wild because you can train a lion, but you can't train a house cat.
Train a wolf. Well, you could train house cats to do certain things. Like some people have trained their house cat to shit in the toilet.
No, Joe. There's a video of like I want to say she's Russian. It's a Russian lady. She's like the world champion cat training lady. and she's getting these cats to do a whole bunch of shit, but every now and then
they do what they want.
They just do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, that's true. You can't get them to do it like a really good dog will, like a Belgian Malinois that's a soldier.
Absolutely
just
not.
Does every task you ask him to. That's impossible.
Absolutely not.
But with wolves, you can't train them to do anything. They won't listen.
I didn't know that.
They don't listen to you at all. I had a friend who had wolves. He had like 7/8 timber wolves, and they got out and killed a bunch of his neighbor's sheep. You couldn't stop them from doing anything they wanted to do, whatever they wanted to do.
Why did he have a pack of wolves?
He's an idiot. He had 3 of them. I was like, you don't have these dogs. You just feed them. You don't. This is not like a dog.
No.
They don't listen to you, and you have a house with a yard. Like that's crazy. Like you should have like an enormous piece of land, and even then, if you have wolves, they're gonna kill everything they run across.
Yeah, they need miles of space.
Yeah, they're cardio machines. They run through the mountains. They chase down moose.
That's why I get so irritated because I'm in the apartments now, and I'm in one of those. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my building, but it's full of dog. Like the building is for dog people. There's a dog wash. All of the grass around it is all fake, and there's fucking shit bags every 10 feet. And the front of the building, from like noon to 4 p.m., it always just the strongest scent of dog piss because 50 people have walked their dogs around it, and that's fine. I don't mind that at all. But what irritates me is when I see, because I know I have the biggest apartment in the building, and I know that I don't have room for I don't have the room for like a blue heeler or
right.
And it's like you see motherfuckers with dogs like that. Was like, yo, that dog needs to be running miles every day. Why you got that big ass dog? Oh yeah, well, I saw a cane corso.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It's like you got a cane corso in a 1,300 square foot apartment. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And and here's the other thing. I don't see that motherfucker every day. So you skipping days? This motherfucker needs to hurt things or
It needs to have exercise. That's like having an MMA fighter living in your house. Like, you better take him to the fucking gym.
Oh, yeah. Because people
He's
always...
got to blow off steam.
When people find out that I have a cat, they always like, oh, so your apartment smells like a cat. No. But you know whose places always smell bad? Is people that have a dog that's too fucking big to be in the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, they probably can't wash it right. Like, what are you going to do? Do you get in the shower with it? I used to get in the shower with my dogs. I bring Marshall to a groomer, but my dog Johnny, he used to love to get in the shower with me.
Really?
Yeah. He was a big mastiff, and he loved it because it was just massages and love in the shower. I just cover him with shampoo, and I would talk nice to him. I go, oh, we're getting so clean, buddy. He'd give me kisses. I'm like, look at you, we're getting so clean.
Something about seeing their human with no clothes. I think they lock, because my cat does it. She loves to come in the bathroom whenever she knows I'm naked. Or she hears a shower running, she just sit there and watch.
It's probably weird to them that you could take your clothes off.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think it's weird to them that you wear clothes at all.
Oh, for sure.
They're like, what?
Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you under the sheets all the time?
Yeah. And I've softened my stance on people that put clothes on their animals, but I'm like, they don't like it.
No, they don't. Well, some dogs, like Chihuahuas in the winter, it's a good idea.
Yeah, but what I mean
it's like
is
30 degrees out,
like
put a
the
little
dog,
sweater
the dog
on.
likes it. No, the dog likes that you like it. They like pleasing you, but they don't want clothes on.
They don't, but
No?
if you have like a little dog, like a Chihuahua, for instance, they get really cold. Those guys, if you put a little sweater on them, like they feel better outside. It just makes sense. It's
maybe
warm.
Right. But okay, then go all the way then. Where the boots at?
Some of them wear boots in the summer because like New York City, like the street gets so hot.
Yeah.
Like if you think about how hot the street gets, if it's 98 degrees outside,
It was like broken glass.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just walking on hot rocks.
Right. But also, what are you doing with that big ass dog in New York City?
That's true.
There are no apartments. Why you got a Great Dane out here in New York?
I mean, I would have to make a choice. Like if for some reason I had to move to New York City, I'm not getting rid of my dog, and I'm not leaving my dog here.
You can't get rid of your dog.
No chance. Not a chance in hell. So I would just have to commit to a lifestyle of taking that dog out to like Central Park every day, doing things with him every day. I would have to make a choice.
Bro,
I would have to live near the park for sure.
like for me to get rid of my cat, it would have to be.
They'd
like,
have to die.
They'd have to die, or it would have to be something where like I am absolutely not capable of, like I can't move,
Right.
or something crazy like
Right,
that.
right.
Yeah. When I moved out here from Cali, like she can't fly.
Oh, so did you drive her across the country?
I paid somebody to.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that would be a fuck. Actually, I didn't have a car at the time, but that would be a nightmare. This is the most stubborn. Like this creature, like I have a hard time getting her. I've taken her to 3 groomers. They all been like, "You gotta come get her. You gotta come get her," because she doesn't like to be restrained in any way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and at the slightest sign that you're thinking about holding her down or putting her in something, she will fight with everything she got.
Is she a feral cat?
No, well, she might have been.
Where'd you get her?
I got her. The story the lady told me, it doesn't really add up, but basically, a divorce happened. This family had 2 cats and a dog, and then the wife got the house and started fostering animals, and then my cat's brother, her and her brother were the original cats. My cat's brother started basically like joined this pack of cats against because Millie don't socialize at all. But her brother kind of turned on her.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and so since then she was just hostile with everybody. Wow. All the animals, I mean. And so when I came to get her, all these animals were in this lady's house except Millie. She was in the garage. And they had a little post, and she was in the garage. And when I came to take her, she was so down to go. She was like, fuck all them people, fuck my brother, fuck this.
But she likes you.
Oh, yeah, she loves me. She still, to this, she follows me from room to room.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
Yeah. But
there's some cats that just choose one person, too.
She also hates me, too. So
she hates you?
I think she hates...
She probably had bad experiences.
Yeah. She got some kind of trauma that I'll never know about.
You got to give her some kitty cat ayahuasca.
Bro, I've had to put her on CBD and shit before we go to the vet.
Really? This episode is brought to you by Ketone IQ. I don't care who you are. Performance is mental. I talk for a living, so I'm always looking for a way to stay sharp. Ketone IQ is one of the few things that actually feels like a game changer. It came out of a $6 million U.S. military research program on human performance. It's a small shot of ketones, fuel your body makes when fasting or training, and your brain loves it. I use it before long days for a smooth, steady focus, no spikes or crashes, and it's clean. No sugar, no carbs, no preservatives. Go to ketone.com/Rogan for 30% off your subscription order, or find Ketone IQ at Target stores nationwide in the protein and electrolyte aisle and get your first shot free. They're so confident in it, they'll even offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go ahead and take your shot. Did you ever put her in catnip? You ever give her catnip?
Oh, yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Does she get high and roll around and get freaky?
She loves it.
What is it? So weird. What does cat? It works on every cat. I've never seen a cat where it doesn't work on. Imagine, I mean, if there's shit like that for people.
Oh, yeah.
You just give someone.
We got plenty of shit like that.
But I don't know if it gets them high. I don't know what it's doing to them.
To them?
But let's find out. I really have no idea what the mechanism of. Let's put this into perplexity. All right, Jeremy, you already
What's
did
perplexity?
It. Catnip is an aromatic. Perplexity is our AI sponsor. Brian.
Really?
Yes, we have an AI sponsor.
Oh, shit, okay.
It's the shit. It's not ideologically captured. Catnip is an aromatic herb in the mint family whose leaves and stems contain a chemical. How do you say that word? Nepentala. Want to try that, Jamie?
I'm going to say nepetalactone.
I think you're right. nepentolactone, that triggers playful or euphoric behavior in many cats. Many cats, interesting. I thought it was all cats. Plant is native to Eurasia, now common across temperate regions, and is easy to grow in North America, often in gardens or pots. Why cats react to it? Catnip contains an oil whose main active compound is nepentolactone, a type of terpene produced in glands on the leaves and stems. When the cats smell nepentolactone, it binds to receptors in their nose and stimulates brain pathways linked to mood, leading to behaviors like rolling, rubbing, purring, meowing, jumping, or brief zoomies. Only about 2/3, 80% of cats are sensitive to catnip. The tendency is genetic. The effect usually lasts 5 to 15 minutes, after which they become temporarily immune for a while. Wow. Interesting. Is it safe? For most cats, catnip is considered non-toxic and safe, and many vets recommend it as an enrichment to encourage play and reduce boredom or stress. Eating a small amount is usually fine and may soothe the digestive tract, but large amounts can cause short-lived stomach upset, vomiting, diarrhea, or dizziness. Your cat's just fucking a fiend.
Oh, shit, you only supposed to give a pinch?
I don't know.
That's what it say down there.
Only a pinch. Oh, here it goes. Because of this, people typically offer just a pinch of dried or fresh. How much do you give your cat?
Bro. I done fucked her world.
Oh, my God. You give her a fat bag? You give her a fat bag?
I just let her go at it, man. You know what's funny, man? My cat is very, like, I let her do what she wants. You know, like I let her. She can go outside. Like, you know, she's not an outdoor cat. But if she want to go out, I open the door. Because I make you know what it is. I make sure outside is not some mystery place that if she want to go, I open the door and let her go. And then after she get cold or hear something and smell, and run back in the house. Because that way she's not like just dying to go out there all the time.
Right.
I'm not worried about her running away.
I worry about coyotes, man. When you let cats out, man, coyotes are fucking everything. They target your house. They know where the cats are. They know the cats that get let out.
Yeah, but it's like nothing comes near my building because it just smells like it smells like 50 dogs live there.
Yeah, but they eat dogs too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my daughter's puppy got eaten by a coyote in California. Guy was training it, and he left the puppy outside and got eaten by coyotes.
Bro, I haven't seen no coyotes.
Oh, I've seen them.
Also, but here's the other thing too. My girl is, you know, she takes zero chances. The slightest sign of danger, and she already got. No, she got 50 spots to hide and run.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's never gotten into it with anything.
The thing about coyotes is they're predators, right? And cats are predators too, but pets are different than wild animals.
Yeah, this bitch ain't no
They're
predator.
very different.
She'll bring a fucking mouse in the house.
Yeah, I mean, they kill stuff. They kill stuff for fun, but there's a difference between that and needing to eat and needing to, like, eat cats in order to survive, which is what coyotes do. So coyotes know where the cats are. They know what the smell when cats are peeing outside. So if they know a cat lives in the house, they know the cat pees outside, they just hover nearby and wait because they know it's a matter of time before the cat has to go outside.
You know what's funny, man? I haven't seen the coyote the whole time I lived in Austin. I think
They'll
it's been
hide.
3 years now.
They hide.
I know. I saw them
They
all
exist.
the time in L.A., though.
You'll see them. They exist.
You know what it is? I think it's that the ones out here aren't starving like the ones in L.A. were.
Right.
So because they get bolder and bolder if the hungrier they get.
Well, the thing about Austin as opposed to LA is there's a lot of animals and there's a lot of moisture, right? So if you're outside of greater Austin area, like a lot of these coyotes, I see them all the time out where I live because there's a lot of animals where I live. I see like foxes almost every day. I see armadillos a couple times a week. I see deer every day. I always see especially when I come home, I see foxes run across the road. There's all kinds of animals. So there's all kinds of things that coyotes eat. A lot of rabbits, all kinds of things coyotes eat. And so they don't have to come into the city. Whereas in LA, you've got LA and then everything around LA is just barren.
Right.
You know, it's all dry and fucked up and you might find a rabbit, but it's way easy to eat someone's cat.
And I think the average person doesn't realize how many coyotes are around them. Like every major city, they're like raccoons. They're in every city, everywhere.
There's a great book on it called Coyote America.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. And it's all about how coyotes, what happens is when they yell out, they're doing like a roll call. And when they're doing a roll call, they're letting all the other coyotes know that they're there. And when one of them's missing, the female coyotes assume that that coyote's dead, and so their body responds by making a larger litter.
What? So
They'll have more babies if someone's missing.
Damn, death makes them horny?
Well, it makes them have more children. They always have children. They're always horny, right? But they, instead of having 3 pups, they'll have 6. And they spread out because they were persecuted by gray wolves. Like, that's the whole deal. And being gray wolves and so coyotes and red wolves mate with each other. That's why you get what they call a coy wolf. But it really is, coyote is a wolf. It's a type of wolf. But they're not related to the gray wolves. And gray wolves and coyotes don't mate. So gray wolves, the ones that have in like Colorado and, Montana, those wolves just eat coyotes. They just kill them. Like, they don't fuck around. So there's no chance of becoming allies. So those coyotes learned a long time ago, when they start getting killed by wolves, just spread out. Just get the fuck out of there. Keep moving. That's why they're in 50 states. They're in every city in the country now. And that wasn't the case when I was a kid. When I was a kid, like, I grew up in Massachusetts in my high school years, there was no fucking coyotes. Nobody, I never even heard of anybody seeing a coyote.
Yeah, me neither.
I never saw a coyote in my life until 1994 in, do you remember in LA they had those Oakwood Garden apartments? It's like furnished apartments that they had in LA. And I was driving to it. It's like when I first moved there. I didn't have an apartment yet. When I first moved there, I was like, are those fucking dogs? What are these dogs? And I'm like, oh shit, those are coyotes. I remember pulling the car over, looking at them like, this is weird. These weird little wolves just wandering around the city.
Like, that's how you know you see in a coyote. You're like, is that a dog?
Well, that was the first time, and that was in 94. But by the time, we left in 2020, fucking they were everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Like, they expanded.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And now they're in New York City. They find them in the middle of the fucking park. They find them in the Bronx. They're in abandoned buildings. They're all over the place. They're in Chicago. Coyotes are all over the whole country.
When I was in LA, one of the neighborhoods I lived in, I was in the neighborhood Facebook group, and it was a dude in there. His name was Coyote. The guy's name was Coyote. He just wanted everybody to know that he loved coyotes so much, and he would defend coyotes no matter what the fuck they did. Like, somebody would be in the Facebook group, hey, a coyote fucking ate my dog right out of my hands. Watch out. And this guy would be like, if anybody here harms that coyote, they have to answer to me. Fuck your dog.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. I think his name was like Coyote Jones or something like that. He was serious. He was real serious.
Really into coyotes.
He was, everybody got their thing.
Well, they're an interesting animal, man. It's really interesting in that book. It's all about.
You know who's I just saw something about how raccoons are the next animal that's being tamed or domesticated or whatever.
Oh, I believe that.
Like the ones in the city are starting to have like shorter snouts and.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, they're starting to
look more like how wolves became bitch-ass wolves when they came around the fire.
They're starting to get cuter.
Like dogs.
The ones closer to us are getting cuter because they know it gets them treated better.
Wow.
The cuter ones have more babies. The same thing.
Wow.
I know, and that's crazy. Because I read somewhere that we haven't actually domesticated cats, or not.
That makes sense.
Maybe domesticated isn't the word, but
never got them to the point where we did with dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But raccoons are getting there.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, bro.
But it makes sense. Like, did you ever hear about that Russian study they did with foxes? Like, how quickly you can domesticate a fox?
Oh, no. I didn't know that you could do that.
It's really quick. So you start out with foxes, and any fox that shows any aggression, you start with a bunch of foxes. Any fox that shows any aggression to a person, you kill it on the spot.
Oh.
Bang, dead, fuck you. Get all the ones that survive or ones that have no aggression towards people. And then slowly their snouts get shorter and their ears start to flop. And over the course of like 10 years, you got a totally different animal. See if you can find that, Jim.
Why don't people do that?
Well, they did do that with this one study, but it was just to show how quick things change, like given natural selection. Like, natural selection dictated that if you're a sweeter fox, you live. If you show your teeth, they fucking shoot you in the head. And I'm sure Russian scientists are probably a little bit more hardcore.
Or Chinese.
Here it is. Dmitry Belov and Ludmila Trut. The Russian fox domestication program is a long-term experiment in Novosibirsk, Siberia, that successfully bred domesticated silver foxes, a form of red fox, selecting specifically for tameness. After over 60 years and dozens of generations, fox act like domesticated elite pets, displaying dog-like behaviors such as tail wagging, licking, and whining for attention. So you could buy them? Can you buy one of these foxes? That's crazy. See if there's a video. Oh, you can get one for $9,000.
What?
Known for high energy and needing intensive care. Yeah, you don't want that in your fucking 1,300 square foot apartment.
What makes them elite, though?
It is interesting, right? What does that mean? Does it look like AI? Let's see. It's who knows nowadays, right? Oh, look at this lady's got a fox as a pet. Oh, wow. They're like little dogs. That's crazy.
Oh, bro.
But the thing about foxes they are like playful in the wild. Even wild foxes are playful with people. Oh, this little guy's missing a foot. Aw. I don't know if those are wild or
it's just showing foxes.
These are just different foxes. I don't think these are those foxes. This is just
info.
Right. It's showing the info and then showing a bunch of different foxes. But if you remember Grizzly Man, like that movie, the Werner Herzog movie, so he was living in the middle of Alaska around these bears, and the foxes would come and hang out with him. And the foxes would like hang out in his tent. They would play with him. They stole his hat once and ran away with his hat, and he was like chasing them, trying to get his hat back.
And the bears don't attack the foxes?
Well, they probably would if they could, but foxes probably can get away. I mean, they probably catch a fox slipping every now and then, but mostly what they were looking for up there was salmon. They were eating a lot of salmon. And when bears get salmon, that's all they want. Like there's a crazy video that we've shown before of this guy, and they're on the edge of a river, and the salmon are running. There's all these bears in there that are just gorging on salmon, which is why those coastal bears are so much bigger. Like Kodiak bears, like Alaska, the reason why they're so much bigger is because they have access to salmon. They have access to fish and all the other animals that are there too. But when there's a salmon run, that's all they want. They just want to eat salmon.
So you're saying like if you give salmon to a bear that's never had salmon before, that's all it'll want after that?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's probably delicious. I mean, that's why we like sashimi. But I think it's the access is so easy.
Okay.
They don't have to chase anything. They just stand in the river. It literally comes to them. They just bite it out of the air. You see how bears do that.
Oh, yeah.
And bears are kind of lazy. Like if they can preserve energy, they will. They just want to get fat for hibernation, right? So they just want to eat as much as possible. So the point is, like, when they're like that and they're just eating fish, you don't even have to worry about them. They're not even going to kill you. So this dude is like sitting there. He's got like a little lawn chair, and this fucking giant bear just walks up beside him and sits down. Like sits down almost like a person. And they're like, hey, get out of here. Hey. I mean, it is as close to him as you are to me. And it might be 1,000 pounds. I mean, this thing is fucking gigantic. And you see the river behind him. So you see all these bears that are just scooping salmon out of the river.
And what is the bear trying to tell him by doing
that? Doesn't give a fuck. He just comes to sit down. Like you might be a stick or a person. It doesn't matter. It's eating salmon. So, right? Like, watch this. Look at this. Look at this. This dude's just sitting there with his fucking chair, and this giant-ass bear just comes next to him. Look at the size of that thing. Ugh. But it's not interested in him at all. It's not like playing coy. It's not pretending it's not going to kill him. Like it doesn't care about him. Like it doesn't think that he's going to eat it. That's for fuck sure, right? So it's like he's just chilling. Like that might as well be. Look at it. He sits down like a person.
Bro, you know what it is about these motherfuckers is how fast they can go from this to terrifying.
Yeah, to 45 miles an hour. But look. He's like, hey, get out of here. And then it walks off. He's like, all right, not looking for any trouble. Just hanging out. It's amazing that the thing listens to him. But it's also amazing that he's not freaked out. I guess he's taking a photo. So in that video, you see there's a ton of bears that are just hanging out in that stream. They just and they don't fight with each other either during those situations because they know there's so much salmon, there's enough for everybody. So, like, if one of them kills a moose, right, the other ones will come over and try to steal it from them. Fuck you, that's my moose. And they'll because there's only one food source. But on these rivers, there's just constant fish coming out. So they're just grabbing them and eating them. And they're fucking gigantic because of that.
We don't know shit about these animals, man.
We know a little.
You know, I just saw some shit about Florida. So they have a serious snake problem now. Mm-hmm. Like I think it's
pythons.
It's pythons and
I had to do it on Python Cowboy. He gave us a head. Where is that head? Do you know what that head is?
Well, yeah. Well, they've been trying to catch. So apparently, it came from the 80s and the 90s. It was like a big python pet boom. And
it was a research center that got hit by a hurricane.
Right. That's what I was about to say. The hurricane came. They released it into the wild. Now it's a problem, and they tried paying hunters to get them, and they tried training dogs to find them, and nothing is good enough. But then they made robot rabbits. Did you see this? Yeah, they made robot rabbits, and they put them in these boxes, and they generated fake body heat and the scent of rabbits and everything, and it did pull the snakes, but it pulled everything else too. So what ended up happening is the snake's only natural predator was alligators, and the alligators was fucking these things up, and the snakes purposely avoid the alligators. So it ended up having the opposite effect. The snakes stayed away, and the alligators were fucking these boxes up.
Oh, wow.
And it was almost a complete waste. But then one of the nerds, as they were about to shut the whole fucking thing down, he noticed in the data that what they actually found out. So they plugged it into AI, and the AI did this whole fucking map of all the data. Because apparently before every attack, those boxes were still like tracking movement and everything was going on. And they found out that the animals have like highways. So it's not that the snakes were in random places. Is that the snakes and the alligators were using these highways that only they could smell. Of like the quickest ways to get through the Everglades and stuff like that. And so they were able, so now they know where they are, and they know how they get from one part of the swamp to the other. Oh. And so we learned something. We still don't know what the fuck to do about the pythons.
They use dogs a lot, where the dogs find the eggs.
Well, they trained these two dogs specifically, but they got to the point where it's like, it's just so much ground to cover. Two dogs ain't gonna do it, and because that's the problem with the pythons. I mean, we could wipe them out if we wanted.
I don't think we can.
Well, the problem
the Everglades are so big.
Well, that's my point. Is we can't like the cost of doing it. We just haven't found a way where we can do it where it doesn't cost just a crazy amount of money.
But you think about all the money they do spend shit on. Like if they got all this Somali daycare center money back, you think they could kill the snakes? Yo, did you see Ilhan Omar? She was reading off of a script. She's the woman who's a congresswoman from Minnesota, from Minneapolis. And she's connected, at least accused of being connected to the Somali daycare center because she's Somali. She's accused of being connected to this fraud. So she's reading off this script. And you know how people write World War II and they use like II for two?
Okay, yeah.
She reads it as World War 11.
This is a congressperson?
She's a congresswoman. See if you can find the video, Jamie. It's kind of adorable. It's kind of adorable because I don't think English is her first language already. At least it doesn't.
The last time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War II.
At least she caught it, though.
I didn't know she caught it. I never saw that. They always cut it off before she caught it.
Well, that's politics, bro. Politics is fucking brutal, man.
It's gross.
I don't understand why anybody would want to go into it.
But how could you say World War 11? Like, there haven't been
Oh, I've
9
said
other wars you forgot about.
But I've said way dumber shit than that.
But have you ever reading off a written speech?
I mean, oh man, I would almost be. You know what it is? I do on a daily basis. I do things or say things that, I definitely shouldn't have children. You know, like I'm
well, if you did, they'd make fun of you.
I'm too forgetful.
Say stupid shit, and my kids make fun of me. It's normal.
Yeah,
it's
my
part
brain.
of being a person to pretend that you don't say stupid shit. But the thing is, like, you and I say stupid shit publicly. Like, we'll say stupid shit on a podcast.
Oh yeah, and sometimes you get paid for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about stuff that I would be embarrassed to have said publicly,
like World War XI.
Yeah, like World War XI. Because I'm telling you, I do shit like that all the time. I have wacky. Tony makes fun of me all the time because he's like, "You're like a cartoon character." I have that kind of luck where it's like sometimes I just have those days, man. I wake up. This happened remember when I was last Tuesday, right? Last bottom of the barrel. You walked in the green room, and I told you I went to go smell the candle, and I didn't know those. The Jelly Roll candles, and it's a bong, and I wasn't thinking about it, and I went to smell the candle and poured the wax on my clothes right before I got to go off stage, and I was wearing like light pants, so it looked like I jizzed on my pants as the wax was drying, and that's why I went home early that day because I was like, it was one of those days I woke up and the day started that way. I woke up to my CPAP machine crashing on the floor because I rolled over and pulled it off my nightstand. And I get up to go deal with that, and I fucking stub my toe. And I'm like, it's gonna be one of these days. It's gonna be one of these fucking days. I'm gonna drop a glass in the kitchen. You know.
So you just said, let's call it a day.
I said, I call it. Go home, go right to sleep. Just
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you gave up on the day?
No, I still ended up at the mothership that night.
Your set was good though.
My set was good, but I took a nap. I napped till the mothership because nothing can happen while I'm asleep. I'm gonna take a strong
reset.
Take this edible, take a strong nap, get to the mothership, do my sets, leave.
Almost like it's a new day because you just woke up.
But then I spilled the wax on me.
Oh,
so my brain was like, you don't get to cheat.
Interesting. The idea of good days and bad days based on just like this is what the world has planned for you today. Well, this is a bad day.
You know what it is if I don't get the sunshine, because I'm a night owl, which kind of sucks, but if either I need to stay up for the sunshine because I got the blackout curtains, but if I wake up late in the day and I don't get no sunshine, I feel dumber.
Yeah, definitely. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I wake up late, even if I get a good amount of sleep, like more than 5 hours, but if I was up really late at night and then I wake up late, I feel off. Because your whole system's all scrambled. Your system is used to waking up in the morning and going to bed at night. But if you stay up late, like your brain is working on like 40% capacity.
Sometimes I, because I'm a big gamer. Sometimes I'll get it. And I'm one of those people, like, if I pay $60 for a game, now it's like $80, but I'm going to play the fuck out of it. Like, the day it come out, I'm playing it all night.
So you playing online or you playing the game itself?
Both. It depends on the game.
Like, what is the games that you like?
All type of shit.
Like, what's the big one right now?
Right now, the game I'm playing the most is called Deadlock. It's not available to the public.
It isn't?
No,
you're a developer? How do you get this shit?
No, but you have to be invited. It's a closed, what would they call it? A closed beta or a play test?
Oh, okay.
Closed play test.
That's how hardcore you are? You get invited to beta tests?
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of nerdy friends.
Wow.
Yeah, well, actually, one of my little nerd groups is like it through one of the servers at the mothership. We all game. We on the same Discord. We'll get on there. Because it's nice to have a group where it's like some new shit come out and we like, yo,
this is Deathlock?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
This looks cool.
This shit's cooler than a motherfucker.
Oh,
but
wow.
it also will make you mad as shit.
So it's third person. So you look at it in third person.
Yeah, it's third person.
And you get to pick who you are? Oh, what is that?
Yeah. Right now, I think there's 34 characters. So look, that's all different people.
I know, there's a lot of information on the screen that just popped up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's all those?
Buddy,
what are all those things?
This is crazy. I'm going to fuck this up in a bunch of people. Okay, yeah, so basically, okay, so basically, see that bottom left number, the green number, 3003?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are souls, which is just money.
Your
right?
monies are souls?
Yeah, in this game, just think of souls as dollars.
Okay.
So she's got $3,000. And basically, so the thing she just left is the lane she was in. and basically how well you're playing the game, how many kills you get, how many minions you're getting, you get more money, and the money lets you go buy those items. That's what all those cards are underneath those people. It tells you what everyone's bought.
Okay.
And since this bitch got the most money, she's bought the most stuff, which makes her stronger. So this game's all about getting the money to get stronger faster, so you can win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
It's like a zip line. Is she on a zip line here?
Yeah. Because if you see on the right hand side, that's the map. So there's three different lanes you have to control, right? And that big box is like the. Man, this is a lot to.
Is this like League of Legends, but on the ground?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm glad you put it like that. But that doesn't help Joe at all.
Doesn't help me at all.
he's like
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So see.
It looks fun.
See the yellow side. See the yellow side on the left hand side of the map. Okay. That first tower is where you start at. And the point is to get stronger, get underneath that, destroy it. Then you work down to the second one. That one is a little stronger. It defends itself. That's what she's in front of right now. Right?
Okay.
And then
They're on teams.
yeah, it's two teams trying to, and you're trying to work yourself down to their base and kill the one on their base.
Oh wow!
And-
So you join up with a team of guys that are playing this online.
Yeah, it's 6-on-6.
Oh wow!
But here's the thing. This is all very complicated and all this, but they just introduced brawl mode, or street brawl, which is basically it knocks it down to 4-on-4. It makes it one lane and it gives you random items, so you don't have to do any of the complicated shit. You can just get in and get it.
So you get in, run around, grab something, and beat people up with it.
Yeah, like so basically the brawl mode is just a condensed version of the game where you're just fighting. You don't have to worry about managing anything.
Boy, that looks like it'd take up a lot of time.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, because here's the thing. What's crazy about shit like that is if somehow you end up in a game where everyone knows what they're doing and everyone's communicating, one of those games can be over in 25 minutes. But if you're that's probably not going to happen. So it could go anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour. I've seen games go an hour. Yeah. So it's like, but if a game is going that long, it's just it's either because people are playing with you. Because it's one of those things where, like, if you get behind to a certain point, you can't come back. That's the whole point of the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the whole point is a snowball. It's like, I'm so much stronger than you that there's nothing you can do. It gets to the point where I'm just abusing you.
Okay, it's just because they've collected the most stuff.
Because they've had the most money for the longest. Oh. And they can just keep buying better and better shit than you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But my point is, the point is for you to get to a certain point and just end the game. But some people don't know when that is. You know.
Here's the quick 3-sentence overview of what the game is futuristic urban fantasy New York. Your god's part of an occult ritual trying to destroy each other.
Yeah, so the backstory is an event happened called the Maelstrom that no, this is just the backstory. It opened up a portal that let magic into the world, and all of these people got all these abilities and powers and stuff like that. And there's two opposing gods in some other dimension, and they want you to summon them so they can cross over into this realm. And so the team you're on is whichever god you're working for.
Right.
And when you win the game, that's supposed to be you completing the ritual. And if you help complete the ritual, you get a wish. And so when you go to each character, it tells you their backstory and what they want, what wish they want when they get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and some people don't want nothing. They just want to fuck people up.
And how long you been playing this game?
It's been probably, I don't know, a year and a half.
So this seems super complicated, and like it would dedicate a considerable amount of thinking.
It's very complex. Because you don't even know what the fuck you're doing for like the first 200 hours. Like it takes about 200 hours before you're like, okay, I kind of get what's going on.
This is the kind of things that people without kids say.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't. I'm definitely a 43-year-old child. Like I don't live like an adult.
Yeah.
No, I live like almost like a frat boy or something.
Well, if you could pull it off, those are, when you ask people, some of the happiest times of their life.
When
they were young and free, especially people that don't like what they do. Right?
Yeah.
People get a job and they don't like it, and then they have responsibilities and they can't leave their job.
Shit. Or people that get a wife and don't like her.
That happens a lot.
That happens too much.
Boy, that happens too. And a husband you don't like too. Both
Oh
sides.
yeah, that's probably worse.
That happen. Well, both of them are bad, but it happens a lot. A lot of people.
Are you gaming one of these, Brian?
Ooh, that
Not yet.
Come on, dog.
That's insane.
That's life.
But that seems like how you should be playing a game like this, right?
Yeah, in a dark room. Let's talk.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that I don't think that chair is very comfortable.
How dare you? That chair goes upside down. You're laying down, brother.
There's versions of it you could customize.
Oh shit!
that.
How much? $6,000? So wait a minute. It
This is
used to be-
zero gravity. Watch. Hit the different images. Look at it. It's like that, Brian.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
what you
crazy.
need.
Well, what else does it do? Does it massage?
Sucks your dick.
I mean, $10,000.
A
is
mouth
wild.
comes out, just sucks your dick.
Yeah, I'll take that. Can you piss in that
Well,
thing?
it used to be $10,000. It's on sale.
Well, they have the one that's also like the bed. Have you seen the bed version?
The what?
Well, this
hold
one,
on 1 second.
this one does go backwards, right?
yeah,
show a version
Well,
of it where it's completely reclined.
That's what I was trying to. Yeah, there you go.
You got this
There you
shit, don't
go.
you, Jamie?
No, but there's
wants it.
things.
Oh, it's a scorpion.
Let me show you something else. Hold on.
So
That's pretty wicked. And so you can adjust that, and you can make the screen right in front of your face.
yeah, bro, I'm about to skip 4 heart treatments and get that chair. I'm about to be that motherfucker crazy.
This
Oh,
is the
wow.
other version.
That was pretty cool too.
Oh,
Not
see
quite
that?
the same
I
thing, but-
actually prefer what we're looking at here.
This.
Do you?
Well,
You prefer that to the one that you lie back?
no,
and
because
it's
I
right in
don't.
front
I
of
don't
your
use a
face?
control. The only games I use a controller with is Madden.
So you're a mouse and keyboard guy.
Yeah, almost exclusively.
That's what I am.
A little futon built on.
I never figured out how to use
No,
those
fuck
things.
that futon. Listen, if you're going to who's choosing the futon? If you got the money for a good gaming PC, you better not have no futon.
Well, he just went all in on the gaming PC.
Yeah,
I mean, no choice, no chance of pussy.
My shit's got it's gotten kind of crazy recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did I never show you? Check this shit out.
What you got?
Hold on. Make sure.
Are there any other ones that do it with an even bigger screen like that? That kind of a deal? Like, what is the ultimate setup for, like, somebody like a Bill Gates wanted to start gaming?
There's a new like for the F1 rig we have.
Yeah.
There's a new screen that's come out that's like a 100 and I think even I don't know.
So that's my shit right there.
Ooh. Oh, you got a dual monitor setup. Curved monitors.
2 super ultra wide.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna send this to me. Send it to me, and I'll send it to Jamie. Or do you have Jamie's number?
Yeah, I know. I got Jamie.
Send it to Jamie, because that image is crazy. We need to show people that image. That's a problem. If I had that, that'd be a real problem.
Jamie, I got your number, don't I?
I do my best writing, like when I get the most done, on my laptop, because I don't ever look at anything else on that laptop. The only time I use the internet at all is to check things, to like find out if something's real. And even that I don't use anymore because I use Perplexity for that now. I just talk into the phone. But if you have that much distraction, like 2 monitors like that, I would never leave. I would just be playing games it's too fun.
It's
too much.
It's too much sometimes. It is. And
They're a fucking problem, man. Games are a problem because
They
they're
are.
so good.
you know what it is, man? It's a dopamine drip.
Look at that. Look at that setup, bro. What's that thing on the right?
That is for controlling the sound. So basically, like, so say I'm in the chat, I'm in the Discord chat, and and I got a YouTube video playing, and I'm in the middle of a game, right?
Right.
Then I can reach over and turn down the volume of the game so I can hear somebody more clearly, or turn up the music without having to open up anything on my.
That's crazy. You are an addict.
Yeah.
Jamie, you don't have that, do you?
I was gonna show you mine. He's got. I have got way more than that.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Jamie's out of control.
I have a soundboard played or connected into mine, so I can fuck with people
Hey,
and
Jamie,
Call of Duty chats
can you
and stuff.
That's hilarious.
can you blur that top thing because it's
I will,
got people's names.
Yeah, I
up.
saw that. Yeah, I will. Yeah, but like I can record sound, like live sound when someone's chatting, and I can record their voice and
Wow.
play it back like instantly.
Yeah,
That's
and This is
amazing.
me not streaming. I'm going to start streaming this summer, so I'm going to have to add a couple of things.
So you're going to start playing video games and streaming it?
Yeah.
You can make a lot of money doing
It's
that.
easy money too.
It's crazy because you're already going to play
Yeah,
games.
and I know
right?
some people just like they don't go on the road because they make so much money doing this.
Wow. But the problem is, how long is that going to last? Going on the road is
I
forever.
mean, it's like, oh yeah, but you can always do that.
Yeah, but you might not have an audience anymore.
You have that audience.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But they'll be still stuck on those video
you
games.
you ever had T-Pain on here?
No.
Yeah, T-Pain, he's one of the, like he's like, yo, you gotta offer me a lot of money because he still goes on the road, but it's like you gotta pay him because he makes so. He's like, why would I leave? Why would I take less money to leave my
So
house?
he just streams?
he streams, yeah.
His setup he's got is fucking crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
He's like, we have one F1 setup. I think he bought 6. He's got his whole studio's in one room. He's got the racing room over here. He's got I think probably 4 different rooms
Yeah,
for
and
different things.
So
And he'll game, or he'll have on guests, or he'll just make a song live in front of you.
So it's just his like normal live setup. He's got
Oh
that's
my
his F1
God.
setups. He's got multiple screens around there.
oh, that's crazy. So he has a whole room dedicated.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
it's all wired together too.
Oh, so when he's streaming, how is he making money?
Sponsors. I think he's definitely a Twitch partner of some kind.
Okay, so you get sponsors and like how much do you think he's making?
Fuck, I couldn't. I don't even. I mean, if I had to speculate,
Yeah, speculate.
I would say he's probably pulling in at least a $250,000 a month or something like that. Probably more than that.
Just playing video games.
Just streaming. He don't even have to play video games. Sometimes he's just talking.
That's crazy. Well, there's a lot of that, right? A lot of streamers,
Yeah, there's
like a lot of political streamers. They're just talking.
There's different people that do different things. There's they call them IRL streamers. There's nuisance streamers where they
nuisance.
they just walk
Just
around
fuck with people?
Yeah, fuck with people. Yeah.
We got
What's
2
this?
drift simulators, 2 circuit racing simulators, and 1 flight simulator down there at the end. So this is the VR room.
Wow.
The computer I play on is right here. You step down here,
Whoa.
it's VR. We got sensors in the roof. This is the workshop. It was just a utility room, but I'm like, why not put 3D printers in there? This is
3D
the club.
printers.
As you can see, I took a lot of inspiration from Tron. Hold on.
That's amazing.
And he's married though.
Yeah, but he's making money. His wife, how's his wife going to complain?
This is another
you want
one
to go
of my stream
shopping?
rooms. We
Listen,
do
lady,
that.
this is how we make the money for you to go shopping.
You're right. You're right.
You know, I mean, she can't complain if that's what you actually earn money at. You know, my wife used to complain about the podcast before it started making money.
Really?
Well, she was like, you don't have to do that. I was like, I do. I have to do it. I told people I'd be doing it on Monday at X amount of whatever time it was. But that's just always.
How long until you were like, I can fucking this is making money?
Oh, it took years. I didn't even try. I never tried to make any money with it. I always did it for free. I did it for fun.
For how many years?
I didn't make money for years.
Oh wow.
Zero money for years. I never even thought of it making money. It was just for fun. I would just have everybody come over, like Segura would come over, Eddie Bravo would come over, Joey would come over, Duncan. We would just talk shit and just have laughs. It was just for fun. We enjoyed the shit out of it. We had a vaporizer, this giant bag.
The volcano.
Yeah, the volcano. Oh my God, the thing was horrendous.
I remember when them things first came out. They fucked a lot of people's world
Fucked a
up.
lot of people. Fucked
Yeah.
our world up. There's a lot of podcasts in the early days that are unlistenable or watchable because we're just obliterated.
And I thought it could never get past that. And now they got, then people came up with the dabs.
Bro, Jelly Roll has this machine. It looks like a robot. It looks like a little Pokemon robot.
Yeah, wait a minute. Is it that? Because
a dab machine.
Frank Castillo is one of those. He's like sponsored by those people.
That's crazy. Those things are crazy.
What's it called? Peak. The Peak people. You know what I'm
I don't know if it's a Peak.
It looks
it's
like-
a device.
can you
It
look up the-
scared me just looking at
Can
it.
you look up the Peak Pro?
It's big like
Yeah.
this French press. It's fucking
Yeah, bro.
huge.
And listen, and every time I see Frank, they've come out with a new one. They have one that's like a Sherlock Holmes pipe. It's all electronic and it's all for dabs. But every time he visits me, he's like, "Hey, bro, check this shit out."
People
And
like him are the reason why weed still isn't legal.
well, actually, I just read something today that Trump is making.
It's Schedule 3 now. Yeah.
It's done.
It's done.
Weed.
Yeah, weed is Schedule 3. So Schedule 3, first of all, it should be right with alcohol. If you're 21, leave me the fuck alone.
Well, wait, what schedule is alcohol?
alcohol is not scheduled. It's not a prohibitive substance. I don't think alcohol is scheduled like that. Alcohol for 21 and older is totally legal. So Schedule 1, which is where weed was, which is so crazy.
It's like the most dangerous.
It said it had no medicinal benefit,
Right.
harm, addiction. Now, I won't argue addiction because I don't think I totally understand it the way other people understand it. I think it's highly genetic. I think addiction is very genetic because people keep telling me that cigarettes are addictive and that nicotine is addictive. I recently got off of nicotine patches and I started taking ultra patches. Do you know what these are?
No.
Pouches, rather. It's like nootropics. It's like vitamins, like brain vitamins.
Is there nicotine in there?
No nicotine. And when I started doing it, I was like, okay, I wonder if I'm gonna I've been doing it. You want to try one? Yeah. Here. That one's empty. I just bought these off of Amazon, but I was like, I've done it before when I went on vacation. Like I didn't have them at all, and I didn't have any withdrawals. But then I talked to McCann, and McCann said that when he got off of them, it was like 2 weeks where he was like fucking super tense and yelling at people. No.
Oh,
Nicotine.
Okay.
Nicotine. Pouches or cigarettes. He got off of all of it. And then I hear, so my point is, I think it's a biological thing. I don't think I have the I get addicted to stuff. I get addicted to doing things. Like I used to be addicted to video games. I would definitely get addicted again if I started playing. I get addicted to pool. I get addicted to martial arts. I get addicted to doing stuff. I get addicted to archery. But I don't think I get I probably would if it was like oxys or something like that. I think that's just too strong. That would just get me.
I think I'm too much of a control freak to get addicted to any kind of hard.
Well, you quit cigarettes like that.
Yeah, but you know what? You know why it was easy? It's because I had a heart attack.
Yeah, but the heart attack did it for you.
It did. And I already felt like shit, so the withdrawals were nothing.
I'm going to send you something, Jamie. This is kind of crazy, but I sent this to Tom Segura. I said, it's time to start smoking again. Because there's this guy that's making this argument that there's a benefit to smoking as long as you do it with the proper diet, that there's some sort of an actual benefit to cigarette smoking. Because one of the things about these blue zones where people like live forever, a lot of these people that are like living that are really old, they smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that's what tripped me the fuck out. Like, you know, every time they go, this is the oldest person alive. They're 109, right?
They smoke.
And then they ask them, they go, what's your secret? And they go, smoke. I drink fire water. And
so listen to this. Smoking is good for them. Top heart surgeons claim is breaking the internet. Clip is exploding after cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Stephen Gundry made a claim that's turning everything people thought they knew about smoking upside down. His argument is smoking, specifically nicotine, can have real benefits when paired with the right lifestyle. At one point, he even says about a patient, probably it's because he smoked that he's doing so well. Points to long-living populations where heavy smoking is common. Claims that in part of Sardinia, 95% of men smoke and live longer than the women. Says nicotine acts as a powerful mitochondrial uncoupler. Argues that the damage blamed on smoking can be offset by diet and suggests that we've been looking at it completely backwards. According to him, the real question isn't why smoking harms people. It's why some smokers live longer and what we're missing. So there's a video in here. Listen to him talk about it because it's
8 minutes long. I don't know.
Yeah, but just play a little bit of it because it's kind of interesting. Credit to Dr. Mike on YouTube.
Been smoking for 45 years and they're living a healthy life and they say it's because I smoke. And obviously we laugh about it because we all agree that it's not true. So why did this one case move you so?
Actually, let me stop you right there. Probably it's because he smoked that he's doing so well.
Okay, we need to back up. How do we get there?
Well, I have a whole chapter in Gut Check looking at the healthiest, longest living people. And one of the unique features of most of the blue zones is that particularly the men are heavy smokers. And the smoking, actually the nicotine in cigarettes, is one of the best mitochondrial uncouplers that's ever been discovered. And we've looked at this through the wrong lens. We said, wow, what other healthy lifestyle things are these guys doing that's preventing smoking from harming them? In fact, we should have looked at it the other way. What is it about these people who are smokers that allows them to live to 105, 110 years old? And when you do that, then you say, okay, smoking was good for them. Why don't we see the oxidative stress that smoking, we all know, occurs? Why don't we see the cancers in these people? And it's because the rest of their diet facilitates the absorption of the oxidative stress in these guys.
So your state is that if you smoke but eat in this specific way, you can negate the effects of smoking, the negative effects of smoking.
Yeah, what's fascinating as a heart surgeon, way back in the good old days, most of our patients were smokers. And they had specific proximal lesions in their coronary arteries. The rest of their blood vessels were absolutely gorgeous. And they were skinny for the most part. So
how did you gauge that? Did you...
What do you mean? We operated on...
But you operate on what other vessels that you saw? Like you would do peripheral arterial disease screenings on those patients? Yeah. And you would find...
I used to operate on...
Because one of the number one risk factors for peripheral arterial disease is smoking.
Correct. Because the smoking, the oxidative stress, isn't stopped by our current diet. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
We're one of the few animals that don't make vitamin C. And vitamin C, and I've written about this. So,
should we keep going here?
We get it.
I mean,
We get
I
it.
understood what he
We'll
said.
send people to Dr. Mike's YouTube channel for the rest of it, but
Dr. Mike wasn't having it.
well, he didn't know. I mean, this guy's the expert, and this guy lays it. And Dr. Mike's open-minded. He's probably what he's saying is making sense.
It made sense to me.
It's the poor diet.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping that video would give me hope, but I'm like, bro, if I could change my diet, I wouldn't have had the heart attack. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, so I'm gonna get this perfect diet so I can smoke. Nah.
I don't think it's a perfect diet. I think you just got to move to Italy. Bro, whenever I go there on vacation, I'm like, why am I trying so hard? What am I doing? How come I'm not just chilling?
Well, you know that's the thing about Italy is they have a culture of chilling.
Yeah.
Like their culture, I forget what they call it, but is it siesta?
No, that's Mexicans. They call it like that nap they take during the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's only no. It's a Spanish thing too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know they did it in Mexico.
Well, obviously it's a Spanish word, right?
Yeah, I didn't know they did it in Mexico, but
it's a Mexican thing.
The Spanish are like, nah. Middle of the afternoon, everybody napping.
Yeah, my friend went to the Ferrari factory in Italy, and he said, dude, it's hilarious. He goes, they barely work. He goes, there's a reason why it takes so long to get a Ferrari. He goes, like, these motherfuckers are just chilling. And he goes, they take these big, long, it was Lamborghini. Yeah, he said they take these big, long breaks for lunch. They eat pasta, and they drink wine, and they lay down. They take like a couple hours for lunch, and they work a few more hours, and then they go home.
They got to figure it out.
Well, I think we work too much, and this is coming from someone who works too much, but I work too much at things I love. It's a different thing, I think, than most people. Most people are working too much at something that's just making them money, and they're probably stressed out all the time and don't enjoy it. But I think if you are working less and just having more enjoyment in life, what are we here for?
See, that's why I think subconsciously, that's why I've been avoiding streaming. I've been talking about it for years because I'm like, if I start making money from streaming,
and then it becomes a job,
bro, I'm gonna be like that. You know that fat kid in the chair in Wall-E? You ever see that movie?
Yeah.
I'm gonna transform into that.
Just Uber Eats.
Yeah, if I just start making
Uber
millions
Eats
of
and
dollars.
just millions of dollars just eating and laying there.
Everybody logging to the Discord.
And no exercise at all.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the more you stream, the more you make, right? So there's people that stream more than 8 hours a day, don't they?
I mean, theoretically, yeah. But some people stream a lot and they don't make shit.
Yeah, but that's also podcasting. There's a lot of people that are doing podcasts that aren't making any money.
Yeah, so, but you got to stream to make money. You got to be on.
Yeah, but it's a very specific type of audience, too, though. It's people that are watching streams. Very different audience than who's watching podcasts, I would imagine.
Damn, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, yeah. Because I think, I don't know if there's probably a lot of overlap in those audiences.
So what we were talking about before with the smoking, I don't think smoking is good for your lungs. I think it's bad for your lungs because everybody I know that quit smoking, they say their cardio gets better.
That interview you just shared came out 2 years ago.
Oh, did it?
And there was some controversy around it. And
clearly.
Well, what is a blue zone?
Well, that doctor
it's places where people live longer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here what it says. Key details regarding Dr. Gundry's statements. Controversial claims. In a conversation with Dr. Mike, Gundry suggested smoking could be linked to longer life, observing that some long-lived individuals in blue zones smoke. Mechanism theory. Gundry argues that nicotine functions as a mitochondrial uncoupler and that a high polyphenol diet may mitigate the negative effects of cigarette smoke. Criticism. Experts strongly disagree, noting that smoking is a leading cause of premature death and that any potential benefits are far outweighed by risks. Right, but they're not taking into consideration what he said about food. Despite the headlines, Gundry stated he does not smoke and does not encourage others to do so. So he's just a scientist relaying research.
Yeah, so what are the critics strongly disagreeing with?
They said they're not making any sense because they're disagreeing, but they're not addressing what he's saying in terms of the high polyphenol diet mitigating the negative effects of smoking.
Yeah, I mean, that's all he said was what he observed.
This is what I think in my years of trying and using nicotine. I think there's something to nicotine. The reason why I am backing off of it is it fucks up my pool game.
Really?
Yeah, nicotine gives you a lot of energy, and I think like these Alps, these are like 6 milligrams, and then there's Lucy's. I have Lucy's that are 12. But you put them in your mouth, it's like you're sucking on a battery. It's like, it's so strong. It's ridiculous. They make you jittery, and jittery is not good for pool. Pool is a chill game. Pool is like you're concentrating, but you want to be completely calm when you're stroking the ball. Like your hand, you're barely holding on to that cue. I hold on to the cue like I'm holding a baby bird. You know, it's very calm. You don't want to be like, you know, so a lot of people stop drinking coffee because they play pool.
Word?
Yeah. But nicotine in particular, which is interesting because I know a lot of people who smoke cigarettes who play really well. Maybe it's a different feeling in terms of like how it affects your body than see, that's a good question. How much nicotine is in a cigarette versus like one of these Alp pouches? These Alp pouches is Tucker Carlson's company.
It's probably also has to do with like your level of addiction. Like some people are
fully, yeah. Some people smoke all day.
Yeah, they need
every
cigarettes
day.
just to be back to zero.
John Mellencamp, he was in here. That dude that was like one of the big things. Like, can I smoke during the podcast? I'm like, absolutely, no worries. I go, we got a fan. We smoke cigars all the time. So he just chain smoked the entire podcast. And he said, find what you love and let it kill you. That's what he said about cigarette smoking.
Oh yeah, that's a Wachowski. Who's that? Who's that quote from?
I don't know. Typical nicotine amounts. Okay. Standard factory-made cigarette usually contains about 10 to 14 milligrams of nicotine. In tobacco, which an average smoker absorbs around 1 to 2 milligrams when smoking it. Nicotine pouches are sold in strengths that commonly range from 2 milligrams up to 12 or more of nicotine per pouch. CDC notes that they can contain high levels of nicotine. Pouches that with 6 milligrams nicotine or less were most common, but higher strength 8 milligram pouches have been growing quickly. Yeah, because people are getting addicted. Cigarettes deliver nicotine to the brain very fast, within 10 to 20 seconds after inhalation, which makes them highly reinforcing and strongly addictive. Pouches release nicotine through the lining of the mouth, so the rise in blood nicotine is slower and more prolonged compared with a cigarette hit, though total absorbed dose over 20 to 60 minutes can be similar depending upon strength or how long the pouch is used. But the thing about like pouches is people just keep popping them. Like Shane, that dude just pops them every 10 minutes. He's popping 6 milligrams like every 10 minutes. Combustible cigarettes are clearly more harmful overall because smoke contains more than 7,000 chemicals, many toxic and carcinogenic, whereas pouches avoid combustion but still expose you to an addictive drug with cardiovascular effects.
So that's why I'm convinced that people that do all the other forms of nicotine are way more addicted than smokers are.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I felt was the most addictive version of it that I tried was vaping. Those like Escobar things. Those are weird. Here's another weird thing about those vaping ones. The only good hit is the first hit. Maybe the second.
Have you seen how
day.
Have you seen how vapors act when they can't find their vape?
Oh, they freak out.
It is.
They get sketchy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They get crazy.
Yeah.
I was in DC last year, and I popped in on this comedy spot, and I go to the bathroom. And there's a vape sitting on the sink. Like somebody put a vape there to wash their hands or something. Mm-hmm. And I go out to the bar And I remember all the I bought the comics. Like the comics are at the bar waiting to go up, and I bought a round for the comics. And one of them was like, "Oh, thanks, man." Got up, went to the bathroom, came back, sat next to his friend, and was like, "Oh, bro, I found this vape in there." And they both hit this vape. So they went. He took a vape out the bathroom.
That somebody else was just sucking on. Some guy who could have been eating ass just 20 minutes ago.
Right. Also, it was on the sink in the back, in the men's room at a comedy club. That's crazy.
Hey, I found it. Let's take hits off of it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
It would be tough if that was my vape and I set it on the counter and be like, "Oh,
right."
Shit. That's probably what happened. Somebody set it there out of reflex and was like, "I don't want that shit. It's right here with all this filthy."
Maybe, or maybe they're like, "I got to leave this thing here.
This
thing
men's
controls
room
me."
sink water. Nah, you could keep that. You could keep that.
And these guys are just sucking on it at the bar. But I guess if you dip it in whiskey, it'd be all right. Just dip it in your glass before you take a hit.
Bro, you could just wait till you get to your vape, because it's not like you got one.
The first hit is the only one that's good. The first hit is like euphoric. The first hit of a Escobar, you're like this, like,
oh yeah,
everything's amazing.
Oh yeah.
But you don't get that with a second hit. It doesn't like maintain. After a while, you're just taking hits and you just feel nervous. Like, this is terrible. This doesn't feel good. But it's the first hit. The first hit's wonderful.
Oh yeah. You know how many vapors I've had to curse out because they unplugged my phone?
Nah, to plug in their stupid fucking vape.
They're like, "Yo, what? Yo, you was at 30%." Like,
what the fuck is wrong with you? I need it all day.
Right. Don't unplug my shit.
Junkies.
But they really are,
junkies.
Man.
Oh, they're junkies. I see people hit them all the time, and they hit them like a fiend.
And you know the worst thing is the people that they try to start vaping, it's like to replace smoking. They just end up doing both.
Well, I think the vaping is more addictive than smoking.
Oh yeah, because you know why? It's because one, like you said, I think the you're getting delivered more nicotine than a smoker will get. Even though, look, smoking has other bad shit that you're putting in you, you know. But in terms of addiction, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying vaping's worse for you, but you're getting more nicotine, and you can vape in places you can't smoke.
And on top of that, you're getting all these weird oils and chemicals and stuff in there that aren't good for you.
But you can vape anytime.
Right.
You can vape.
But you know, like, people are getting these new diseases like popcorn lung. Have you heard of that?
I heard of that, but I ain't heard of nobody that got it. I've heard, like, you know, it's one of those, like, what do you call them? Urban myths or urban...
There was a kid that I knew back in California. He was one of the people in our neighborhood's child, and he was 19. And he was in college, and he was vaping like crazy. He was vaping all day long, and he got pneumonia and wound up dying. And they connected it to the vape. Like, he had destroyed his lungs.
Yeah,
the kids are damaging their lungs.
But, you know, I think that started back when, you remember when some people have, like, the adjustable ones? Where
oh, the big ones,
yeah, like,
crazy ones.
Because now the popular ones are like the disposable ones. That
Adam Curry has one of them big jammies.
Yeah, one of them big rigs.
Like a lunchbox.
I think people were going crazy back then. Like in the beginning of it, when nobody knew a lot.
The real vapors, man, they still go crazy.
Yeah.
But they're doing it themselves. They think it's healthier. They're getting like their own like nicotine drops. They're putting it in the thing, and they're putting their own oil. They're using like MCT oil because it's healthy.
This organic poison.
Yeah.
I
Whereas like if you're getting it from a factory in China or Vietnam, have you ever seen that one? There's one video of a dude who has to test every vape when it comes out of the factory.
With his mouth?
With his mouth. The ones you get have already been sucked on. So this dude is just sucked in Vietnam. I don't know where he is. He might be in Laos. He's just sucking, just wherever this vape factory is. This dude's just sucking on this vape over and over and over again. Everybody's vape, he sucks on once to make sure it's good before he sends it out.
Bro, we're doomed.
So this guy's got, what is his dose of caffeine in a day? It must be off the charts.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I think the vapors are more addictive because they get more nicotine. They just get to do it. They just do it all the time.
Yes, you could definitely do it. But I'm telling you, it's like you don't get the good feeling. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like a cigar, like the relaxation, the good nicotine feeling of a cigar, you get that like every time you take a hit out of a cigar. That's not the case with a vape, at least not for me. Look at this dude. He's sucking on every one of these, checking them out. Look. That's nuts. They got to make sure they're good. Like, how vaped out is this cat?
That's probably what he gets paid and just vapes, just smoke.
I mean, how many fucking thousands of vapes is this kid sucking on in a day? How many do you test in a day, he says? around 7,000 to 8,000 tests per day.
Jesus Christ.
Does that dude sleep at all? He probably dreams in like horrible black and white, like lightning bolts, and
He also
fucking
smokes
stress.
after work.
Oh my God. Someone should see how long that guy lives.
Bro, that boy's arteries done.
Yeah, he's not in the blue zone.
Not
dude's fucked.
Oh, bro.
I was just looking at popcorn lung.
Yeah.
It's older. It's developed according to this. It came around 2000 when people at an actual popcorn factory
Whoa.
were exposed to a chemical that was causing
What?
what's called bronchiolitis obliterans.
Bro, look at this. It's first recognized from clusters of workers at a microwave popcorn factory exposed to the butter flavoring chemical diacetyl. Wow. I thought it made your lungs look like popcorn.
This is saying there's like it's super rare for outside of that actually though.
Cancer Researchers UK states that there have been no confirmed cases of popcorn lung specifically caused by e-cigarettes, although some older e-liquids contained diacetyl before regulations tightened. Do you think that's like big tobacco trying to scare people away from vapes?
No, I think they invested in that shit.
Yeah, but if they don't, like, what if it's like some companies maybe don't, and they're worried that these cheap vapes?
Well, there's only 3 companies. The big tobacco is really big tobacco.
So it's R.J. Reynolds. What are the other ones?
Philip Morris, or is it Philip Morris? And then there's a overseas one. Maybe there's 4 companies.
Who's making the American Spirits?
It's the same people.
Is it the same people?
There's only 3 or 4 big tobacco companies.
This lady, Suzanne Humphreys, who's a doctor, she was making the argument that those cigarettes are probably not even that bad for you.
And they see the writing on the wall. Like they own all the patch companies. They own that shit too.
Of course. Why wouldn't they?
Because the writing's on the wall. They were talking about it in Canada, and now I think they're trying to do it in the UK, where basically like people of a certain age will never be able to buy cigarettes.
I think they're doing that in Canada right now, they're definitely doing that in the UK. That's right. No, American Spirit cigarettes are not safer than other cigarettes. Despite marketing that highlights natural and addictive-free tobacco, studies show they contain similar levels of toxic, cancer-causing chemicals as other brands. Research suggests they may even be more addictive due to higher nicotine levels. No reduced harm, no evidence of the absence of additives make cigarette smokes less harmful. High nicotine addiction studies have found that many varieties have higher nicotine yields compared to other popular brands, suggesting higher addictiveness, misleading marketing. FDA previously required the manufacturers to stop using natural and additive-free in marketing, as these terms falsely implied lower risk. Why does that imply lower risk if you say additive-free? Consumer misconception. 64% of American spirit smokers incorrectly believe they're less harmful, often because of their natural branding. This doctor was making that argument. She was saying the chemicals that they add to cigarettes that make them more addictive. Like, remember that Russell Crowe movie, The Insider? You remember that movie? Mm-mm. Good movie. It's about a guy who is a true story, about a guy who's a doctor who works at a tobacco company that makes cigarettes. And he's specifically formulating these chemicals in order to make people way more addicted. And then he has to go to court and they try to kill him. It's like, big kind of whistleblower type drama. But that was the premise of that film, which is also based on real life. And what she's saying is that those chemicals that make you more addictive are probably much more dangerous, and that just the actual tobacco itself is probably not as dangerous. She wasn't definitively stating this. She was just saying that most likely they're probably safer for you.
Well, the American Spirit ones also, you smoke less because they take forever to smoke. So every time I was smoking around an American Spirit smoker, you'll see a damn 3/4 of a cigarette left in the ashtray.
Do you think that those like Marlboros and shit like that, like they smoke quicker on purpose so that you smoke more of them?
Yeah, I think they're
probably
gunpowder. Something they add to them make them
make them burn faster.
Because that's the thing with American Spirit, you sit it down, it'll go out.
Right.
But if I was to light a Marlboro and sit it down there, it would burn all the way up.
Right.
I think they do that so you waste cigarettes.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That makes sense. Yeah, because they probably calculate over time how much money that would be.
Yeah, in fact, I read somewhere like that is why there are 20 packs in a cigarette, 20 cigarettes in a pack, is because they discovered that's exactly how many you needed to smoke as much as possible in one day. Like in terms of how long it's in your system, and when you start getting another craving, you can smoke.
Well, that's crazy because some people smoke 2 packs a day, 3 packs a day.
Yeah, well, those people are like,
animals. How are they alive?
I don't know, but I was getting close.
What were you at?
I was at a little over a pack a day, where I would I would go through a whole pack.
And then tip into the next
and
pack.
then dip into the next one. Yeah.
It makes sense that they would buy patches. Why wouldn't they? And why wouldn't they buy up the companies that have alternatives like gum, Nicorette, all that shit?
Years ago, the VA tried to get me to quit, and they prescribed me the patches.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's like there's 12 to 14 milligrams in a cigarette, but you only end up getting 1 or 2.
Right.
But the patch is 5. The lowest step of the patch is 5.
And do you feel it?
Yeah, you have crazy fucking dreams too.
Whoa.
You put one of them patches on before you go to bed, you gonna have a fucking crazy dream, and now you're more addicted. Oh. Right? Because you're not used to getting 5. Now you getting 5 all night. You wake up like, oh shit! Like you're not used to getting nicotine all night.
Ron White used to wear a patch and smoke all day.
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. It's like everybody I knew that got on the patches was patching and smoking.
Yeah, Ron was patching and smoking, and then one hypnotism session, quit everything, cold turkey.
Really?
Yep.
That's weird because he don't seem very suggestible.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him change his mind about nothing.
About nothing. All of the arguments that he's had with Tony in the green room.
I live for that shit. I live for those moments.
Those are hilarious. Ron digs his heels in.
As soon as I hear Ron go, well,
yeah,
I already know.
Well, that's not my experience.
Yeah. He
was wearing the patch and he was smoking those little cigars. You know those little cigars? He was smoking them like cigarettes. You're supposed to not inhale those little suckers. Like those little suckers have way more nicotine. You know those little tiny Monte Cristos? Those little things? You're supposed to smoke those like a cigar. Yeah. Like when I smoke them, I try to smoke them like a cigar. You hold it in your mouth. It's a tiny cigar.
You can't tell these Texas gentlemen.
Yeah.
Not to smoke nothing.
Well, Ron has got amazing willpower because he got off the alcohol and just done. Never touched it again. Got off the cigarettes, done. Never touched them again.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's the best. He's the best. But it's like that ability to just turn something off like that. The amount of money, how much money? Let's look into that. How much money is in the nicotine business overall in America? It's probably way more now with pouches and vapes on top of cigarettes.
I think it's less now.
But I bet the cigarettes probably been less. But now so many people are on the pouches, and so many people are vaping.
Well, the thing is, I think there's less money overall. But that's why there's less companies because they keep getting bought.
Right.
Because people are smoking less. Like the kids are smoke way less
cigarettes.
Way less cigarettes, and they don't vape as much as we think.
But I think a lot of them are on the Zins. A lot of them are on pouches. Let's guess. What do you think the overall industry of cigarettes or nicotine products in America, the collective amount of money that nicotine products in America generate every year?
I'm going to say 10 billion.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's less than 10 billion.
For the whole country, I'll say 6. Let's say 6 billion because there's 350 million people plus Mexicans.
That's just for the oral nicotine.
Is how much?
6.
Whoa.
Cigarettes is way higher.
What is cigarettes?
76
billion?
Oh, shit. That's more than sports.
Bro, that's crazy.
That's more than football.
It's cigarettes and traditional tobacco, which would include...
Like cigars.
Cigars and the
speaking of which,
hookahs and stuff.
But what was it 20 years ago? Was it higher?
It
was it
doesn't
higher
have
or
20
lower?
years ago from what I looked, but it has grown. It's growing slowly every year. It's a total of 100 billion when you include everything together.
That's crazy.
Wow. Well, I mean, but it isn't really crazy because it's one of the legal and socially acceptable drugs to be on all
Nicotine,
day.
yeah.
You can smoke it because you can't even drink at work.
Especially if you use pouches now. Everybody's using pouches.
Yeah, they're predicting the pouches are going to go from around 4 to 6 billion now, and by 2030, so it's only 5 to 6 years from now, could get up to 50 billion.
Well, here's the thing. They have nootropic benefits. Like, they do enhance your cognitive performance. Nicotine does. And there's a lot of people that swear by them, like for creativity and stuff. Like, one of the things that Stephen King talked about in that book on writing was that one of his biggest bumps in the road with his writing career is when he quit smoking. He's had a really hard time, like, getting his synapses to fire the same way. So it was really noticeable, the difference in quitting nicotine. But then again, his best shit he wrote when he was on coke. He was doing coke and drinking beer.
Yeah.
And he wrote his best, craziest shit when he was doing that.
No, but I'm gonna be honest about that though. Like, I do feel less creative, or less not less creative, but less. I don't know. It feels like my brain is working different.
What about cigars? You ever thought about cigars, or you just like think it's too much of a gateway?
Yeah, I would be right back on it. I'd be right back on it. Maybe can we get some? Are there nicotine drops, Jamie? You can just shoot it into your fucking eyeballs.
You fuck with the pouches at all? Or do you worry that the pouches will bring you closer to the cigarettes?
No, but I've never fucked with the pouches. I don't know.
You want to try one?
Aren't I trying one? Oh, this doesn't have nicotine in it.
That is no nicotine. That's an ultra pouch. Don't do it. No.
Maybe the gum. Maybe I'll try the gum.
Yeah, I've tried the gum. I like pouches.
How's that?
I like pouches better. It's interesting that, like, they would probably. I wonder how much money is spent. What is the patch? What's the patch worth? Like, how much does that generate?
You know what's wild? They was trying to give me nicotine in the hospital.
For what?
Because they knew I was a smoker, and they were like, "You don't want any?" I was like, "No."
How were they trying to give it to you? In what way?
I don't know if it was a pouch or gum, but
they have mints too.
But it had been prescribed to me, and it was just sitting there, and they, and every time a shift changed, somebody would remind me, "Hey, so you got some shits already?" I was like, "No, I'm okay." Somebody sent me some nicotine mints, and they made me nervous. Like, I didn't like them. They made me feel uncomfortable. Tiny slice.
Okay, nicotine patches are a tiny slice of the nicotine economy. The U.S., they amount to at most a few $100 million per year, versus tens of billions for cigarettes and other nicotine products.
Yeah, but you know what? The reason they still invest in them is because every time you try to quit and you use the pouches, when you come back, you're more addicted.
Right.
Right. So it's just it's a cycle.
Yeah, it's insurance that you'll get back on the cigarettes.
Yeah, because I bet you they probably don't track how many people.
What's so funny, James?
Nicotine replacement
therapy. The global nicotine replacement therapy market, patches, gum, lozenges, etc., is around $3.1 billion. Therapy.
Just reading that in this room
I know,
sounds like a
silly
weird conspiracy or something like it.
Predicted to reach $4.7 billion by 2034. But it makes sense that they would invest in that. Like, it's sort of, why wouldn't they? It's like if they're smart business people,
Yeah.
Did you hear about that Special Forces soldier that got in trouble because he bet on Polymarket that Maduro was going to be kidnapped?
Oh, they found out who it was.
Yeah, they caught the dude.
Oh no.
Yeah, he made $400,000, and he tried to cover his tracks. But
I thought it was like Trump's son or something. People thought it was. People just assumed it was Don Jr.
Well, who knows what they've done?
Oh yeah,
probably
did it all.
They're probably not looking at them the same way they're looking at these Special Forces.
Your boy
guys.
Trump don't leave no crumbs on the table. He's like, I need all this bread. I'm on the way out. I still need this bread.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. The coin, the Trump coin. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's legal, but it's Melania coin. Like,
bro, if you buying any celebrities' coins, you deserve to lose your money.
But I think what Metzger explained to me, he goes, these are gambling addicts. They're gambling. He goes, they know that it's going to crash. No one's under any illusion this is going to last forever. They try to get in and get out and make money while they're doing it. It's like they just figure out when to buy and when to sell.
Yeah, but there are people that think that those are the suckers. Those are who you're getting money from. It's the ones that think it.
You could look at it that way. Yeah. Or you could look at it as this is an effective way to pay people off. Legally. Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm not accusing anybody of doing this, but I'm saying, let's say if I started a JRE coin, And maybe some Middle Eastern government decided they were going to invest $500 million in a JRE coin. And then I announced the JRE coin. They put in the money to back this JRE coin. I get a substantial stake in the JRE coin. So I get a bunch of JRE coins. And then I just dump all my JRE coins, and then I get all that money, and then it goes from being worth X amount of dollars to being worth almost nothing.
Is that the pump and dump?
That's the pump and dump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be a way I'd pay you. So, like, say maybe if you and I had some sort of a deal that was a little shady, and I said, Brian, how about this? I can't pay you outright, but what I can do is, why don't you start a crypto coin, and I will invest in your crypto coin, which is a very legal venture. And I will put in $100 million into your crypto coin. And so now your crypto coin, a bunch of people will also throw money in because there's $100 million in it, and they know that it's going to pump and dump, it's going to happen, like the real clever fuckers. And then you just get out. So you get out as soon as it hits the peak, like you get it set up so that like it maybe peaks in 24 hours or whatever the fuck it is. Let's and again, we're not accusing anybody of anything,
No.
but let's look at.
Nor are we taking notes.
Let's look at Trump coin. How much was Trump coin worth, like right after it came out versus 5 days later? So somewhere that money has to go somewhere. And so if I invested in Brian Simpson coin, and then that money, it got to the coin was worth, I don't know what a coin's worth. I don't know what it's worth. But let's just say it got to its peak, and then you sell. And you just dump all your coins. And so that you just rake in a big pile of money, millions and millions of dollars. And then everybody else is like, they're the people that like were dummies, they don't get anything.
Oh, yeah.
And then me, I didn't expect to get any money. I'm just trying to bribe you. I'm trying to pay you off.
Well, the thing is, America.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. The thing is, America is like 3/4 scams.
A lot of scams.
And some people sit around complaining about the scams instead of getting in on them.
Did you hear what Dr. Oz said?
No.
Dr. Oz works for the government now. California has a big hostel scam going on. You know how like Minneapolis and Minnesota had the daycare scam? California has a bunch of fake hostels where they're taking care of people. That's what it is, right? So they shut funding down to 400 of them. Not one of them complained. They just like, well, see ya.
Yeah.
And so it's his assertion that that's because they were all scams. So that Nick Shirley guy, the same guy that investigated the fraud in Minneapolis, he's investigated some of the fraud in California. And one of the things that they found in some of his videos is like a lot of these businesses are registered to like a hotel. And like every room in this vacant hotel is a different office for whatever company. And so each room in the hotel is raking in money as an office that's supposed to be working as a hostel or as some sort of, a rehab center or, fill in the blank. They have all these learning centers, all these different kinds of things. And it's all just government scams, Medicaid scams.
Yeah, get in on the scam.
Get in on the scam.
Scamming is the American way.
Looking at it, how you asked isn't the best way to look at this. Here's what it said. But
Of course not.
I'll show you what it says after this, though.
Okay. Trump's official Trump meme coin launched at around $1, range reported roughly 0.18 to 1.20, and within about 5 days it had crashed down from a brief spike near 70 to 75 US down to a high of 30s per coin. So that's within 5 days. So it spiked at 75, and then it dropped down to 30. Different data provides slightly different start points, but they are in the same general zone. Crypto Analytics notes Trump was launched on January 17, 2025, initially worth 18 cents per token, so everybody buys in when that happens. Other coverage and exchange posts describe trading beginning around $1 or about $1 within the first hours after launch. So reasonable takeaway is launch price is 0.2 to 1.0 US per Trump, depending on which exact tick you chose. So within first hours after launch, the price skyrocketed from around $1 to around 75 US. So that's when you want to get out, within the first hours. Reports the same weekend cite highs near 70 to 75 US and a market cap over 10 to 12 billion. A finance report on days after launch, trading started around $7 on Friday, jumped as high as 74 on Sunday. So that's when you're supposed to get out. So let me ask this. What is it worth now?
That's like $2 now.
Interesting. So it got as high as $74.
Well, now you got to hold on to it.
Now you're fucked.
Just in case.
There's a little bit more. It's like there's more into it because it's not the easiest coin to get, and how do you get it, and all those kinds of things come into play. And that's kind of what I think this sentence is more about.
Right, but if it went to 75, somebody must have made a ton of loot, right? Had to.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Right.
800,000 wallets, which could be people.
Collectively lost around $2 billion, while the Trump Organization and partners profited heavily from fees. Interesting. So this is the thing. Like, that's just that one. What is the worst pump and dump in crypto coin history? Let's look at that.
Wasn't that?
Let's find out. Sam Bankman-Fried.
I think it was him. Man.
Well, I think what he was doing, he said that if he was left alone, he would have recovered the debt. And that he had been doing this back and forth. They just caught him in a moment where this one guy sold all his coins off to try to crash him on purpose, like his rival. And then he didn't have the money to cover the spread. And then people wanted their money out. And then they realized. But they all do that, apparently. It was what I don't know. But that's what his argument was, I believe. Is that I think he said that if he was not, that they didn't interfere with him, not only would those coins have gotten the money back, but they would be profitable today.
See, I have friends that have profited from it, but when I hear them talk about it, it's like I just don't quite understand it fully.
I feel the exact same way.
And I can't put my money in some shit that if I can't articulate how I can make money, I can't do it.
Yeah, not only do I not understand it, I don't trust it.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy to me.
I had a homie
the people that try to talk you into it, they freak me out.
Well, a lot of times they just, there's a new scam. Somebody in my family is getting caught up with these fucking scammers. But they're finding elderly, it's like going through the elderly community, a new Ponzi scheme.
Oh, no.
And they're telling these old folks that they are joining a crypto exchange, but the crypto isn't real.
Oh,
so
no.
they download this app, and they telling them all you got to do is get up every morning and make these trades, and you make this much percent of your money back. And they go, and you know what? And just so you know, it's not a scam. I'm gonna put in $1,000 for you. I'm gonna put in I put in $5,000 for you. But you don't realize that money's fake too. You download the app, they can show you however much money you want.
But you can't get that money out.
So here's how they get you. So they get you either way. So if you do, so the ultimate plan is to lull you into going, like they want you to log on every day and see that number going up and go, oh shit, I'm gonna put my money in there so I can make even more money. Right? That's the ultimate plan. But even if you got suspicious and you're like, I want to take my money out, well, they go, okay, well, just send us an early withdrawal fee. So they only end up getting a little bit of money out of you, but they still get real money out of you for no money. And even if you end up getting so suspicious that you won't even do that, well, they got you to download this app on your phone. And so they got your information.
Oh, yeah.
Most people use the same login credentials across apps, so you done gave them that as well.
Right.
Or
they got your email address, they can sell that.
And they have your security questions, so they know your first dog's name and shit like that. So it's like at the very least they getting away with your info.
Right.
Or some of your real money. And a lot of old folks, they hear crypto and they don't really understand it. So it's easy to convince them that, it's just something I don't understand, but this app makes it easy for me.
Isn't it crazy that the poly market thing for this special forces soldier, that he's going to jail for this, but Congress is allowed to insider trade?
Oh, bro.
And that's kind of crazy because you can't be sure that the mission to try to overthrow Maduro is going to be successful, right? So if they're trying to overthrow Maduro, that's a military operation. They're not always successful. So if he's gambling on a military operation that he's about to embark in, he's kind of betting on his own life.
Well, I think what they're getting him for is more that he endangered the mission.
Really?
Because I seen because
is that what they're saying?
Because if we're supposed to keep our military movements a secret, and it gets out there that someone keeps on predicting when we're going to make certain movements, then our enemies will be watching Polymarket for when people bet on.
That actually makes sense.
Right.
Is that really the case, Jamie? What is he in trouble for?
I mean, I'm reading through the justice.gov thing. What Brian was saying started to make sense off of here, but at the bottom it says the actual charges, and the charges are 3 counts of violating the Commodity Exchange Act each, which carries a maximum of 10 years, 1 count of wire fraud, which is a 20-year max, 1 count of unlawful monetary transaction, which is a 10-year max, and what's the other one? Well, that's only 2, but it says there's 3.
That's crazy. Because, like, how come no one in Congress ever gets in trouble?
They do sometimes.
No, they don't.
When they don't vote correctly. No, like every year somebody goes down.
But not
for
insider trading.
No,
They get busted
no.
for other shit.
Yeah, you're right, for like taking bribes and stuff.
Yeah. Has anybody ever been busted Congress-wise for insider trading on stocks? I don't think so. If I guess. There was another controversy recently. They're accusing Fetterman of doing it.
But Joe, the type of shit the average person goes to jail for. Oh my God!
What?
You want to talk about something that'll piss you off about somebody going to jail?
Yeah.
This guy in Florida. What was his name?
Yeah, a few people have for sure.
Really? Congress
Who?
people?
Yeah,
For insider trading?
Yeah, even recently.
That's crazy.
It says rep from New York, Chris Collins, pled guilty in 2019 to insider trading and lying after tipping his son about a failed drug trial, 26 months in prison. Another T-Mobile stock purchase.
Definitely no senators though.
Well, these are people that nobody knows. Look at these people.
Yeah.
This ain't Nancy Pelosi.
2020 scandal. Around COVID
So
trades.
occasionally, COVID.
No powerful
trades.
people are going to prison for that shit.
No.
Martha Stewart's the most powerful person that ever went to jail.
Yeah, but she
78
didn't even go to jail for that. She went to jail
78
for
members.
lying. 78 members have been
And
arrested.
one different, not arrested, but all violated the Stock Act.
Interesting, which requires reporting financial trades within 45 days. Maybe that's just because they tried to hide it, and everybody else is just like, "Oh, I just made a good
No, Joe,
bet."
but they're saying just in this Congress.
In April, 3 candidates were fined by Kalshi for allegedly, betting
Political
on their own
insider
races.
trading by betting on their own races. How? But wait a minute. You can't bet on your own race? That seems crazy. Like, if you think you're going to win, you don't know if you're going to win. No one knows.
But you're probably the first one to know which way it's going to go.
I don't know about that. I don't think those polls are ever correct. That's not true. They must be somewhat
Well,
correct.
in that case, they were suspended from Kalshi, so I don't know that they got in trouble for that.
So Joe, check this shit out. This is going to get under your skin. So this dude, Michael Martin in Florida, he made an addition to his house, $1 million addition to his house. It got approved by the city and everything. And after he put it up, his neighbors complained. They went and dug up some like 100-year-old statue and complained, right? And they take him to court. And his argument is, well, it got approved by the city. Like, that's why I built it.
Right.
So fuck them. But he compromised already. He compromised and he put up a thing to block his view so it wouldn't bother them.
Okay.
And that wasn't good enough for them. So then the judge ended up ordering him to tear it all down.
Oh, my God.
And he refused. And now he's still in jail. He's still in jail right now
Oh, my God.
for contempt of court.
Is this a homeowners association thing?
No, it's just his neighbor. Because he everything was approved. It got approved by the HOA, got approved by the city and everything.
And he spent all his money.
He spent all his money, built it up, and then his neighbor had a problem with it.
Oh, his neighbor's a piece of shit.
And now the judge wants him to tear it down.
Can you imagine your neighbor wanting you to take down an addition to your house? Like,
Hey,
why do you give a
I'm
fuck?
telling you right now, if I'm going to jail over that, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna at least be in there for something.
That's so crazy that people can take someone to court for doing something to their house. Like, what does it matter to you? Is it affecting your view? Like, what is it?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's like technically, I think the argument you can make is that I bought this house because the forest was right there, and he's chopping down the forest.
Is that what he's doing, though?
No, that's not what he's doing. But it's like, I don't know. And I forget what the statute is that they found. His name was Michael Martin. But they found some old-ass technicality. Right? That the city didn't even know about because they approved it.
You would hate that neighbor forever. If that guy made you take down your addition that you spent $200,000 building up.
Yeah, because that's my thing. Is like, how can you tell a man, fuck your $1 million?
Right. Right.
That's what's crazy to me.
And you got approved by the city, and he can't appeal that.
I don't know.
That's what he's going to.
No,
he's in jail while it's being appealed, and that's what his lawyer's like.
Because here's the thing: he can get out of jail anytime he wants.
All he has to do is tear down the addition.
He has to tear down the addition.
Yeah, but if he's appealing, why would he tear down the addition? And then if he wins the appeal, he builds it back up again, and then the guy appeals the appeal?
It's also saying that demo is going to cost $800,000.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. For this fucking cunt neighbor.
Yeah, you talk about being...
What is the specifics, though? Am I wrong? I mean, maybe the neighbor's right. Like,
I'm looking to see how it went down.
Yeah. Because why could the neighbor have any... How could that make sense?
Yeah, it's starting off, said the lawyer for a Tampa couple who asked a judge to fine their neighbor in contempt of court over a disputed guest house says there's more to the story than we first brought you above.
Okay. Of course. Yeah. There's always more to the story.
Is he growing shrooms back there?
I'm trying to read it.
It's not sharing. My old neighborhood, there was this guy who built a house, and it was just kind of flat. It was kind of boring. It was just like not creative. The guy was a builder, and he wasn't much of an architect, and I don't think he hired an architect. He just had his own idea to how to build a house, but he got permits, and he did it. But I remember my neighbor complaining, and he's like, "You believe this guy built this fucking house?" I'm like, "What is the big deal?" And he's like, "You don't think that's an eyesore?" I go, "Well, it's boring. It's a boring house. Like, what do you care?" I just didn't understand it, but he wanted to like start complaining and get a bunch of people to file a complaint about this guy's house.
Local news site.
The location will allow the occupant of the guest house to peer into the backyard and pool area of the Babbitt's home. Oh. Martin subsequently removed any windows facing the Babbitt's property and installed bamboo along the property line to obstruct the view of the guest house.
Yeah, they were mad that you could see into their house
to their yard where their pool is.
Yeah, that's how it started. That was the initial complaint, but there's 500 filings that they've had over 5 years over this.
Oh, God.
1924 original subdivision said it was public space or supposed to be public space or something like that.
Look at that, 1924. They went and found a 1924 statute.
Yeah, they're saying that the company he hired that got the approval did that illegally, and that's their claim, I guess. And then it all has to do with that's.
So Martin signed a contract with a demolition company and needs to pay $392,372.50 to Dynamite Demolition. What a great name. I want to get a T-shirt. Dynamite Demolition. To begin tearing down the structures. Judge Nash rejected them until last week, finding Martin in contempt and ordering a writ of bodily attachment, which orders all law enforcement to take Martin into custody and take him to jail. No one is above the law, McLaren said. So we just want the court's ruling to be complied with, and that's it. Boy.
But somebody being able to see into your pool is wild for you to really go through this much trouble.
She said, so this general contractor, Julie McGill, is one of the several outside contractors and developers I asked to evaluate the case. She says she can't remember a time when a judge told the city that it didn't follow its own code on neighborhood conformity. Wow.
But see, Mr. Martin, you fucking up the game. You know what you got to do, man? You know what you got to do, Mr. Martin? Just comply, okay? Because you're not going to win like this. Do what they say. Pay the money, tear it down. I'm guessing you got the money. If you build a $1 million guest house with a pickleball court and a pool just for your guests, you got the bread. Pay that bread, and then you take the money you save from not being caught up in all of these lawsuits, okay, and you spend it on revenge. You hire the most cold-blooded fucking creative people you can think of, and you make this person's life miserable in all the legal ways possible, in all the ways where he knows it's you and he can't do shit about it. You hire a bunch of college students, you get him a prize for whoever finds any statute that can fuck this man's life up. That's what you do. Don't sit in jail. You can't not take any revenge that cost you something. It's got to be pure delight. You know, it's got to be served cold. That's what that saying is. The revenge is best served cold. It's like you have to take care with the dish. You can't just react emotionally.
It would be weird, though, if you always had a backyard where your pool didn't face anybody, and then all of a sudden a dude put a house right behind your pool.
Put up a gazebo, motherfucker.
I'm reading more. That's not exactly what it was. It says they put together some lots to make one bigger lot, and there was already some something on that. And so when he bought it, they're like, "We don't see any problem with fixing that, changing how it looked," and that might be.
But here's also the thing, though, Joe. He offered to put up a wall and
Right.
block the for me to
Have
see
no
his-
windows.
Yeah, so
Put
it's
up
like,
bamboo.
and I feel like if is a good neighbor, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable compromise. Go, oh, I didn't even think about that I can see into your house. We'll just knock the windows out. That feels like, instead of being like, no, I want you to waste $1 million.
Right.
Fuck. To me, that's when you became the bad guy. When he offered a reasonable compromise and you said, fuck no, then fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm telling you right now, they lucky it's not me with $1 million. Because I'm Batman now. I'm Batman and you the Joker. And I'm going to spend my whole, I'm going to live my life as though that's true. Yeah, I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to sell the house. I'm going to use all the money from selling this house. I'm going to use all that money to make your life hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to pay people to break in your house. And
That's illegal.
And throw.
Don't do that. That's illegal. You don't want to pay it.
Yeah,
Don't do illegal things.
Let a crackhead do it.
But that's illegal still.
Okay.
Crackhead will rat you out too. Then you'll be in jail.
Cut your internet line. Wait till you call the repair shop.
That's illegal too.
Have them throw dead mice in the back of your vents.
You can't have it be illegal. It's
You're
got
right.
to be
You're
legal.
right. It can't be illegal.
It must be legal.
But I just can't think of anything legal right now.
Well, you could sue people for all kinds of stupid shit and just make them go through legal problems.
Don't sue. Yeah, just have people outside with a tape measure. If they a centimeter from the curb, call them the cops. Straight neighbor wars.
Neighbor wars are real, man. People kill each other over neighbor wars.
Oh yeah, the Hatfields and the McCoys, ancient.
Yeah. I think that was over some other
Because
shit.
there's nothing worse than living beside somebody that like this.
No.
It's completely unreasonable, completely unable to compromise.
Nice neighbors are beautiful.
Oh man,
You have good neighbors, it's great. I have nice neighbors.
Yeah,
It's nice. And I had nice neighbors in California too.
because here's the thing: it doesn't take much to be a good neighbor. You have to be thoughtful, and in the times that you're not thoughtful, when it's brought to your attention, you have to have the appropriate amount of shame.
Well, here goes.
Stolen hog.
It was over a stolen hog, illicit romance, and long-standing judges. 2 neighboring families in the backwoods of Appalachia. So here's the thing about that, though. I think this is from. Is this from Malcolm Gladwell's book? I forget whose book it's from. But there was a book where they explained that what had happened. I believe it's Malcolm Gladwell. Was it explaining that the reason why the people in Appalachia are so violent is because they come from herding populations in Europe. And so herders in Europe are very different than farmers. Because if herders, someone can come along and steal all your sheep and you're fucked. You can't really steal all someone's corn. It just takes forever.
Right.
You got to chop it down. You know what I mean? So these people were used to defending their animals with violence because people would come in and try to steal them. Yes, Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, that's the book. Chapter 6, Hatfield-McCoy feud is analyzed as a prime example of a culture of honor, where, similar to the findings in this Reddit thread, ancestral herding roots forced rapid, brutal retaliation for insults to maintain reputation. This cultural legacy, not just poverty, drove generations of conflict. So, culture of honor. Gladwell argues that families descending from Scottish and Irish herders brought a culture of honor to the Appalachian Mountains. In these regions, law enforcement is weak and survival depends on establishing a reputation for strength and prompt, often violent retaliation against slights. Yeah, that makes sense.
What was the name of the book, though?
Outliers. It's a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
great book. It's a really good book.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't read it though.
It's really good. It talks about like why people are successful. One of the more interesting things is about the Beatles. In the Beatles, it talks about how they got this gig in Hamburg, Germany, where they were performing every fucking day. Every day. They were doing multiple sets every day. And they did it for like a few years. And then they went back to Liverpool and everybody's like, what the fuck happened with you guys? Like, how'd you get so good? And they got so good because they were just performing all the time. I think it was at a strip club. I think it was something crazy like that. Like they were performing music at a strip club, like something weird. And because of that, they were just getting in reps, like crazy reps. And I think that's the key to like almost anything. Almost anything. And this is the argument in Outliers. It's like, the 10,000 hours of mastery, like that argument.
Yeah, but wasn't the 10,000 hours is it's not exactly what he said, right? It was like,
No, it's a rough because there's other obviously people that are savants.
Yeah, because
and there's
I
people
know.
that
I
are-
think he modified it because he talked about it's not about the amount of time as much as it's about the the quality of practice.
Right.
So like intentional directed practice.
Which would be like performing on stage.
Exactly.
For all those. What were they doing in Hamburg, Germany, Jamie? Were they at a, was it a strip club? Something like that.
It said they played in clubs and strip bars.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of places, I guess, they played.
So they were just going off. They were just like doing as many sets as they can, which is the same with comedy. Everybody that we know that really progressed rapidly, they did as many sets as possible. They're hopping all over the place. Like guys in our club, like Ari Matty, for instance. That fucking dude, he'll go up at the Sunset. He'll go over here, go there, go there. Does a show at the Mothership. He's just in it. You know, he's in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, all day.
And when you're doing that, you just get better quicker.
Just get better and better.
And those dudes that we know that do a set a week, you know, come in, drop in, do 15 minutes, that's it. You don't see them again for another week. They kind of like get stale. They stay flat.
They get stagnant.
Yeah. Whereas the Beatles just got after it, and then all of a sudden, love, love me do. They just got smooth, you know, which makes sense. That's the case with everything, though. With like everything you do, like you don't want a surgeon that does brain surgery once a year. You know, you want a guy who's like in it.
Yeah, nah.
He's in it all day. He's fucking studying journals and practicing with robots.
Yeah, I'm trying to be your third brain that day.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to be the fifth brain though. It gets tired.
No, yo, you know what's funny is I just saw something about he did a study at a courthouse where, and they found that that judges, whenever the judges had, like how harsh of a sentence you received was directly related to how long it had been since the judge ate something.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah, I've seen that.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That's
as hell.
crazy.
Like, and it's enough. It's statistically significant.
Yeah, which makes sense. Cranky.
Yo,
or if the judge getting no pussy, maybe he's going through a divorce. You know, maybe his wife fucked her trainer. God damn it!
Yeah. Give me
Fuck you.
Give me the hot judge right after breakfast.
What if you come in and you're a personal trainer too, and you're dealing with some shit? The judge is like, my wife just fucked her trainer, you piece of shit. Some people get real petty like that. They don't give a fuck about like doing the right thing.
Oh hell no.
No, they just want to feel power, fuck people over, fuck you, fuck all trainers.
Well, you know, another thing I just found out about is I think the country's Anguilla, right, Jamie? They so you know how like in America the websites are all .com and like in Russia it's like .ru.
Right.
In Anguilla it's .ai.
Oh.
Which didn't used to mean shit, but now
it's worth some money.
Now they're making so much money selling domains that it's like half of their money.
Oh wow.
It's completely changed the economy.
Oh, that's crazy because it seems like you're legit if you have like perplexity.ai.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So anything .ai, they got to pay these people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many domains now.
Yeah, just from something we didn't used to think meant anything.
Because it used to be like you only had .com and .net.
Oh yeah,
you know,
like you never know what the like, bro. Somebody just held up somebody because I'm on one of the subreddits I be on. It's called "Why Would You Touch That?" or "What Is This?" And usually the same posts are on both because people are like, "What is this thing?"
Right.
And then also, why are you touching it? So I just saw one recently, but somebody held up a thing, and they were like, "What is this? What does this OF mean?" And it was like, but it was from Tyler the Creator.
Yes.
So when he first came out, his group was called Odd Future. So this was way before OnlyFans. And,
okay.
And so if you saw OF, before 7 years ago, that's what it meant.
Right.
And so it was one of their like stickers or promo things or something like that. But this was a young kid. He found it in an attic or something. He didn't know what the fuck it meant. He was like, why is it? Because he knew how old it was. So he was like, it can't be OnlyFans. What is this?
Right.
Yeah, and it's like shit changes all the time. These motherfuckers, they got this .ai. Nobody thought they would make any fucking money off of it.
Right.
Now,
well, there's other ones like that too that are kind of interesting. There's a bunch of different ones. I'm trying to remember some of them, but some of them are like .biz. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. What is that? Is that a...
I don't know, but they have that. Like they have .biz
like
for some.
I remember back when that used to mean something. Like we used to have like .org. Mm-hmm. I think .edu is still a thing. Like,
well, remember when people sell websites for a lot of money? So people would like buy a bunch of domains and hold on to them, like business. I think business.com sold for a ton of money.
Yeah, but now I think it's hard to do that now.
Yeah, what kind of business do you have that people are just looking up business.com? Why is that even worth anything? You know what I mean? That's like eating.com is worth money.
I don't know if you remember back when whitehouse.com was a porn site.
Was it?
The actual site it's always been whitehouse.gov. But that was back when people didn't know. So so people, whenever anyone was looking for the White House, they go whitehouse.com, they go to this porn site.
Do you know what Red Band did?
No.
Do you know the Pepsi Spice thing?
No. What is Pepsi Spice?
One of Red Band's greatest trolls was he bought PepsiSpice.com. So Pepsi Spice was a type of Pepsi that came out. And so Red Band bought PepsiSpice.com, and then he started documenting how he was drinking Pepsi Spice and he was having bloody diarrhea. That's all he was drinking. He was dying. He was getting cancer. It's like the fucking craziest thing. I mean, 14 years ago. So go full screen.
169.
So he's losing weight?
Hi, this is Brian from PepsiSpice.com. A lot of people wouldn't believe me, so that's why I'm making this video. My pee has actually turned not yellow, not white, but it's
got a fake
very
accent.
red now. So, and I'm not making this shit up. So that's why I'm filming using this Canon camera, S 4 megapixel camera. So
that's how old this is.
Record this. Okay. Toilet. Yeah. I'm going to pee, so I'm just going to.
So he's like pretending that his pee's bloody.
Oh, this guy.
He's so silly. He just kept doing that. Like it got worse and worse and worse. And eventually Pepsi Spice bought it from him.
No, the hardest part to believe about that video is the 170 pounds.
Oh, he was really skinny at one point in time.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian at one point in time got real heavy and then went on a crazy fitness kick. He got a stair climber in his house and he was fucking riding that bitch every day. And he lost a ton of weight. And he had a photo of him like with his old jeans. This is a Pepsi Spice project.
Pepsi Spice project.
He's so silly. But this one, man, he committed a lot of fucking time to this. It was very funny. Like I remember reading it and like dying laughing. I'm like, you're so ridiculous.
Yeah,
like,
well, you know, if Red Band decides fuck you, he can really elevate to like a 50 Cent level of
pettiness.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But this wasn't even fuck you. This is just him having fun.
Did they come after him?
I think eventually they did. But the thing was, like, they were too stupid to buy PepsiSpice.com when they had Pepsi Spice. Yeah. Like, you got to buy that. Like, who the fuck? You should fire somebody. Somebody in your organization is slipping because he didn't know that Pepsi Spice was going to be a thing till after you released it. So the fact that you knew that you were going to release Pepsi Spice and you didn't buy up PepsiSpice.com is kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's just shitty planning. That's whoever works for. They deserved whatever he did.
Yeah, when I try to get, because all my social media stuff is BS, and I try to get BS.com or BScomedian.com or something like that, and it was, somebody already owns it. It was like a Canadian improv group or something.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, well, I'll buy it from you. How much? And the price they said was so crazy that I was like, what?
How much?
I want to say they asked for like $10,000 or something. And this was back when that was like, I wouldn't pay that now, but back then I didn't even have it.
Right.
But I was like, what? $10,000 is crazy for a website, y'all. Because it wasn't like they were doing tons of business through this website.
Were they using it at all? How much would you have paid for it?
Back then?
Yeah.
I would have gave them $1,000.
$1,000. If they said 2, no way?
Maybe 1,500 would have best and final.
I think today, though, all anybody does is do a search of your name, and then they find your website. Like if somebody wants to find your website, they just search and then it's right there.
Oh yeah, but part of me always wants everything to be the same, and it ended up not being that way anyway because my TikTok is a different thing than everything else. Everything is BS comedian except that.
It's interesting that you have TikTok. Don't you worry about the terms of service, like all the access they have to your phone and access to computers around your network and all that shit?
The Chinese?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
well, now it's not the Chinese anymore. Now,
well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like for me,
now it's the Ellisons.
I've never. Because once Edward Snowden told us what was up, I'm like, who gives a fuck? I care who's spying. I'm getting spied on no matter what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the Chinese going to do to me? They're going to be like, oh, he's...
Basically, they have
jerking off
everything
again.
that you've ever done, and they only use it if they catch you. So if they're looking for something, like say if you run for Congress and you do some insider trading, you do something shitty, and they come after you, then they go, oh, Brian, it's interesting because we have voicemail that you left on someone's. Well, you were talking about
they got that shit, though. They already got it.
They always have stuff. Somebody got arrested today from Fauci's administration.
See, that's why
they arrested the first guy who was involved in the cover-up of the lab leak theory, and he was using a Gmail account to avoid Freedom of Information Act requests. So he was using Gmail instead of, this is allegedly, I don't know what the reality of all this is, obviously, but I just read about it today. Ex-Fauci top advisor indicted over alleged COVID cover-up, hidden emails. David Morenz allegedly received gifts, including wine and high-end meals from a collaborator, prosecutors say. Uh-oh.
See, this is why I don't believe in incognito mode.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
I'm like, yo, jerk off on your main and delete that shit out your history. Because all incognito mode is just you going, hey, Google, this is the stuff I don't want nobody to know about. Just making it easier for them.
And then they put it in a file. He's served for years as a top advisor with the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, indicted and is accused. Your phone's talking to you, dog.
Google's
what does it say?
Google's like, you can trust me.
Yeah, Google's like, hey, I know incognito mode is legit. Incognito mode. So he was using his personal email account to evade federal transparency laws and shield key discussions from Freedom of Information Act requests, according to the DOJ indictment unsealed. It was also apparently bragging about it. Alleged that Morenz conspired with others during the pandemic to hide communications related to a controversial coronavirus research grant that involved collaboration with the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China. The grant was later terminated amid scrutiny over whether COVID-19 may have originated from a lab leak. Isn't it amazing that...
But how did they catch him, though? Did he...
Well, I mean, they can't get Fauci, right? This is the thing, because they wanted to get Fauci. That's why the Biden administration gave him a pardon from 2014 on, which is really kind of wild. Federal prosecutors also claim that Morenz received gifts from a collaborator, including wine and offers of high-end meals, and later took steps to justify these perks by contributing to a scientific publication supporting the theory that COVID-19 emerged naturally rather than from the Wuhan lab. So they bribed him to get him to do this, allegedly. He's one of, I think, a bunch of people that are going to wind up going down. There's too many people that are pissed off. There's too many people. I mean, too much money got lost. Too many people wound up dying.
Wait a minute. Why you think anybody's going to go to prison? No, they never go to prison.
Oh, you don't know. This is a new thing. I mean, this kind of thing is a new thing, and there's enough people that want heads to roll. This is a weird thing. I mean, this is a weird thing where they shut the whole country down. If you find out that these people actually paid to have this virus engineered, and they were lying about it and hiding it and covering it up.
Oh, I see. That's not what I took from that.
The virus came from the Wuhan lab, okay? These people were hiding the fact that they were funding the Wuhan lab. They were funding the creation of this virus.
He was part of a group that was funding them.
And he was also, allegedly, being bribed with things to promote the idea that it came from natural spillover versus from a lab leak. Allegedly.
Who's alleging?
Whoever the prosecutors are, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what they know and what they don't know, but I do know that obviously there was a concerted effort to make it seem like this came naturally and not from the Wuhan lab. There was a giant effort, which is why on YouTube, if you had posted during like 2020 about a lab leak, if you said, I think it came from a lab, they would literally pull you off of YouTube. They would kick you off of Twitter back then. Before Elon bought Twitter, they would kick you off Twitter if you were going on and on about it. This is a lab leak.
I mean, we living in them times, man. A hypothetical could fuck your world up. You can't even chew on it. You can't even like play devil's advocate.
Well, you can now. You can now because of Twitter, because Elon bought it. But before then, when the government was essentially in control, I mean, the government was conspiring to control and
Can
to
you talk shit about him?
About Elon? Yeah, people do all day. They all day. Yeah, all over Twitter. In his defense, I mean, I'm sure he blocks them, but I mean, he can block somebody. But you could talk. People talk mad shit about him.
Bro, that motherfucker be on Twitter way too much for how rich he is.
Not only that, how busy he is. I don't understand it.
That boy busy tweeting. What's he doing?
But he's busy making rockets and shit. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't know how he has the time. I can't do it.
He ain't making the rockets. He got like slaves or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure he got like geniuses chained to.
He does, but he's in charge of a lot of it, man. I went to the rocket factory during the launch. Jamie went too. We all went and watched SpaceX launch. We went down to the Gulf. What's the Gulf, right?
Oh yeah, they're the main guys, bro. You know they just launched they're gonna launch on SpaceX. They're gonna launch the new telescope.
Yes.
The what is it? The Nancy Grace Roman telescope. Ooh, this motherfucker is.
These new telescopes are kind of crazy because the more they find out, they find out that like, oh, we didn't know that.
What's crazy about this one is how fast they built it, and this is the craziest part. It's under budget.
Really?
So they built it faster than they said for less than what they said.
And now, what is the power of this one as opposed to like the James Webb?
Apparently, so I was listening to this shit. I was fascinated earlier, but they're saying, so they weren't comparing it to the James Webb. They're comparing it to the Hubble, because the James Webb is more infrared. This is more like the Hubble, but it takes pictures at the same resolution as the Hubble, but way bigger. So they were saying that there's not a screen that exists that you could display the picture on.
Yeah, it's a wide field instrument, whereas the James telescope is near infrared.
Interesting. So what is this going to be able to detect that the James Webb can't?
Exoplanets is one of the big ones.
Oh,
like
shit!
Like way more than we can right now.
Imagine if they find exoplanets and you could see lights on them. Like a city.
Well, I don't know if that's possible.
One day. Just imagine. Imagine how crazy.
Oh, yeah, I think about it all the time.
Fucking crazy that would be.
So, yeah, so see how huge.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it compares more to the Hubble, I think, than the James Webb.
In the type of telescope it is.
Yeah, and just the amount of information that it can take in.
They're finding shit from the James Webb that's freaking them out. They're finding things that make them question the age of the universe itself.
Oh, yeah. And this thing is gonna do like we because I don't know if you remember this, but the first time I was on this pod, I told you about the James Webb. Wait, like a year and a half before it came out.
What were you telling me about?
I was just telling you that it existed,
right?
That it was going to change everything.
Yeah,
and
it has.
And this one is going to do the same thing.
The formation of galaxies is freaking them out. They find these galaxies that are formed way too quickly. So they're confused, and now they're starting to like, are we wrong about how long it takes to form a galaxy, or are we wrong about the age of the universe?
Yeah, I mean, we're wrong about everything. I mean, we're wrong about a lot of things. But you know, the thing about scientists love being wrong.
Yeah, they do. Well, especially these kind of scientists, because they love new discoveries.
Like, more questions.
They're not dogmatic. Also, it's very difficult to argue when you get the data back from these things. I mean, it is what it is. We were talking about this recently, that they found a black hole that's bigger than our galaxy.
Oh,
what?
well, yeah. That
what?
Well, I think you were sending me that. I think you sent me that. Something.
Or it may not be bigger than our galaxy, or it's commensurate with our galaxy. It's like, there's one that they found that was bigger than our entire solar system.
It was ton something.
Ton 618. It's bigger than the solar system.
But that's one. But there was the Alpha. What was the other one that we looked at the other day? I know we brought it up the other day. There's one that's even larger than that. Like they keep finding these ones that are just impossibly big.
Yeah, because it would have to have been primordial, right? Like it would have to have formed.
But this was the question. They said that it was so big, it didn't make sense that it had enough time to suck up enough stars to get that big. That was the problem.
Right.
They were like, there's not enough time from the birth of the universe for this thing to exist and be this big.
Yeah, because it would have had to have started at a time where matter wasn't close enough together to even form things.
Oh, it's so fucked up. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Just the idea of a black hole bigger than all the way out to Pluto. Here's a black hole.
Here's the real sad thing. There's a lot of things that are just not knowable to us. Like we just will never know.
Right.
And we just got to accept it. Like you hear every time you hear them talk about how we're expanding, the universe is expanding so rapidly that eventually it's going to be because it's speeding up. So eventually it's going to be expanding close to the speed of light.
Right.
And so it's like at some point, if there's still people on Earth by then, at some point there's not going to be any stars. It's going to be expanding so rapidly that when you look up at the sky, you're not going to see anything. Like they're going to think that everything outside our galaxy doesn't exist. I mean,
they all died off.
They're going to see stars, but they're not going to know that there's other galaxies because the light won't be reaching us.
Wow.
So it's like, so imagine the stuff that we can't know now, that we already beyond what we could even know.
I think it's called Phoenix. I think that was
They're both part of the same thing.
It's the same thing?
I'm looking at everything about Ton 6118 says it's the biggest thing they've ever found.
And how big is it exactly?
88. It's what did I just
88.
Just lost the mass is the size of roughly 66 billion suns, I think is what that means. I don't fucking know what that means, man. I don't understand.
66 billion solar masses.
I'm assuming that's what that
That's
means.
so crazy.
You can't even really imagine that.
Do you know what they said? That there are more planets in the universe than there are seconds since the Big Bang.
Yeah, that's.
There you go. Yeah,
What?
Phoenix is surrounding Ton 618 in that.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so Phoenix A, the quasar, as a quasar, Ton 618 is believed to be the active galactic nucleus at the center of a galaxy, the engine of which is a supermassive black hole feeding on intensely hot gas and matter in an accretion disk. What does that mean?
That's the disk around the black hole that, like when it eats something, that's where the light is coming from.
When did they discover this?
1950, 60. Nature of this object was first noted in 57. 13 years later, 1970, discovered emissions from it.
You want to really get freaked out? Jamie, look up the Great Attractor.
What is that?
So this scary space is so there is something on the other side of us that we can't see, and everything is moving in that direction, including us, and we don't know what's pulling it.
What? Hidden galaxies discovered in the zone of avoidance. What does that mean? The Great Attractor defeat dark energy? What?
Now look up
What is it? The Great Attractor is a region of gravitational attraction in intergalactic space and the apparent central gravitational point of the Laniakea supercluster of galaxies that includes the Milky Way galaxy as well as about 100,000 other galaxies. The observed attraction suggests a localized concentration of mass having the order of 10 to the 16 solar masses. However, it's obscured by the Milky Way's galactic plane lying above the zone of avoidance so that in visible light wavelengths, the Great Attractor is difficult to observe directly. Bro, there's no way you can know everything.
In the attraction.
There's too much information.
So we know everything's being sucked towards it.
What is that?
But we don't know. And it's sucking all these galaxies, all these super galaxies. Everything's moving towards it, and we can't tell what it is.
Imagine if it's your job to know what's going on in the universe. Hey, Brian, write me a paper on what's going on in the universe. Like everything? Everything?
Yeah, I mean,
it would never end. There's with every new satellite that gets launched that can see into the space, every new telescope that gets utilized, like, we're fucked.
But here's the other thing, though. And I could be wrong about this. I mean, I'm wrong about a lot of shit, but I think that it's actually physically impossible for you to know even a fraction of the things, because any device that could store that amount of information would collapse into a black hole before you could get anywhere near storing enough. So your brain couldn't even hold even a percentage of the information.
That makes sense. We have pea brains.
Yeah.
There's no way we could have that information. The South Pole, what is this?
Yeah, flat earthers are going to love this.
Okay. South Pole Wall, or the South Pole Wall, is a massive cosmic structure formed by a giant wall of galaxies, a galaxy filament that extends across at least 1.37 billion light years of space. The nearest light, and consequently part of which is aged at about 500 million light years. The structure and its astronomical angle is dense in 5 known places, including one very near the celestial South Pole, and is, according to the international team of astronomers that discovered the South Pole Wall, the largest contiguous feature in the local volume and comparable to the Sloan Great Wall at half the distance. Okay, you just like...
I just blocked them by walls is all I was getting at.
Aha. Maybe that's why they're confused. Maybe that's what they think the Antarctic Wall is.
Or maybe the
South Pole
the
Wall.
rest of the galaxy knows that we're a problem and they got us locked in. You know, perhaps we gotten out before and fucked the galaxy up.
Maybe. Back in the Egyptian days, maybe that's what they were doing.
Something.
You see that shit? You've seen that shit that they found underneath the pyramids, right?
No.
You haven't seen that?
I don't think so. What you mean? What?
Oh, you don't know? Okay. Oh, you don't know? Kurt Metzger. Oh, you don't know.
What,
like, he should sell T-shirts.
You haven't heard?
Oh, you don't know. They found these structures. They use, what is it called? Radio tomography, satellite radio tomography. And it's this ground penetrating shit that they've found these structures underneath the pyramids that go like over 1 kilometer deep into the earth. What? Like pillars, giant columns that are surrounded by coils that go down into the ground. And they've used this technology successfully to detect things that they know exist, like certain voids that are in pyramids and certain chambers and certain temples that they know exist underground. And they've accurately described these things, including they use this radio tomography there's a mountain in Italy that has a particle collider at the bottom of the mountain, over a kilometer into the mountain. They built this particle collider. And this thing, this information, this technology, shows an accurate image of what this particle collider looks like. The exact dimensions, shows it exact. And so they're using this underneath the pyramid. And this guy, Filippo Biondi, this Italian scientist that I had on the podcast, explained that they've used this underneath the pyramids, and there's these undeniable structures that exist that go down into the ground, like very deep into the ground. So the pyramids are just the top of this immense structure.
When you said Italian scientist, I just keep thinking about him like taking a nap in the middle of the night.
Eating pasta, drinking wine. Eventually, we're figuring it out.
So you're saying that there are machines down there or something?
They don't know what it is. So they haven't really dug into the ground and investigated it fully yet. But they know that these sensors, this technology is detecting these structures. Jamie, show them what it looks like. So show them the 3D model. They made a 3D model of it.
I'm
but it's
shocked that we can't get in there and just go.
That's what they think it looks like. Okay, what? Imagine if that's accurate. If there really are columns underneath the pyramid.
I mean, that just seems so impossible.
It seems impossible.
And there's heat?
No, I don't think it's heat. I don't think that's what it is. There's a water table underneath there, too. And they think it has something to do with the use of the pyramid in the first place, that it wasn't simply just a structure, that it had some sort of a use, and that these columns were doing something, and that it was probably some sort of a technology. Look how nuts that is. Mega structures underneath the pyramids. Could you go back to what that one said with right there. Look at that. Alleged megastructures under Egypt's pyramids, sparking fascination and fierce skepticism worldwide. Will you lose something?
No, I'll take it back.
So if it's true, that's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds absolutely fucking crazy to me. That I'm just thinking about the work that it would take to even do that.
Right. And what kind of a society did that?
And for what purpose?
And it's at least 4,500 years old. At least.
Yeah, and so apparently those ancient pyramids were before we thought they. Like I thought, like the modern Egyptians built those pyramids. But
no,
the pyramids were ancient to them.
Well, that seems to be the case with a lot. That's the
labyrinth.
The labyrinth that's underneath. It's outside of the pyramids. This is another insane structure that they found that Herodotus documented way back in thousands of years ago. But this is all Ben Van Kerkwyk from his Uncharted X YouTube channel. Sort of described all this and explained it. And they've used scans, ground-penetrating radar to show that there's this immense structure that Herodotus described as being greater than Giza itself that's underneath the ground. And inside the labyrinth, there's a 40-meter-long metallic object that's shaped like a Tic Tac. So whatever the fuck that is, who knows? But I think there's a lot of shit from that part of the world that's going to show us that civilization at one point in time had reached a very high level, like probably even higher than we are today. And then it was wiped out, and then we're the rebuild.
Well, they didn't cure syphilis. Actually, bro, there's a new syphilis?
I heard from Michigan or some shit, right?
From Washington.
Probably from Michigan.
No, it was in Washington.
Washington?
Yeah, the dude.
A new kind of syphilis?
It's not the dude had two. He had two syphilises.
Two different.
He had two ones.
What a dirty pig he must have been.
And they like the same way that COVID was going through like genetic recombination. So like they were exchanging traits inside his body.
Oh boy. And creating a super syphilis.
Yeah, and then what happened is a bunch of old ladies kept going to the ER, and they all kept describing the same man, and they
he spread it. He was a super spreader.
He was spreading it, yeah. And he went to the ER because apparently like this whatever strain he has, it just causes you to go blind super quickly and all these things. And there's debate about whether he knew he was purposely spreading it and didn't give a fuck because they told him, yeah, you got to come back. And
he just kept fucking.
He just kept fucking and didn't go back. And then he went. He didn't go back until he had another emergency, and he went to a different emergency room.
How many times in human history has that been the cause of a plague?
Because somebody wouldn't stop fucking.
Wouldn't stop fucking and just won't tell anybody.
I mean, how you gonna be mad? You can't be mad at.
It's 5 cases of rare ocular syphilis,
which can cause vision impairment or blindness, identified in Southwest Michigan. Between March and July 2022, all linked to a single heterosexual male partner. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All 5 women, aged 40 to 60, he wasn't picky, reported having sexual contact with the same man. This guy was a freak.
Yeah, bro, he was out here fucking.
Fucking people blind.
And because here's what's crazy. Imagine leaving the emergency room. Because the first time he was in the emergency room, they thought he had herpes.
Wow.
And they gave him something for that, and he left. But imagine coming from the emergency room from an STD scare and going right back to fucking.
And going blind.
Mm-hmm.
All patients were hospitalized and successfully treated with intravenous penicillin. No further cases were linked to this man after this treatment. Woo! All right, Brian, let's wrap this up with super syphilis.
Mm-hmm.
Anything going on? When is you're gonna put your special?
I'm gonna do that
up?
later. Yeah.
When are you gonna put that out?
I think it's gonna be summertime, July.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my special up on YouTube.
Come back in July.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll see you tonight.
All right. Yeah. BrianSimpsonComedy.com.
BrianSimpsonComedy.com. Goodbye.